The following program is rated
Gary,
TV
there's no sound
MAL.
on the
It
stream.
contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Wow.
There's sound now. There's sound now. That's what happens when I have to set up my own streams. On a different computer.
At least there's no ladder.
At least there's no... man, that was... I can't even tell you how many times I went up that ladder. I think it was like...
It was a hard ard.
It was hard-ard.
Hey! That's a Witcher joke.
It's a Witcher joke. Just kind of like my gaming last night. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the real BBC. Yeah, we were muted. Damn it. I had that all ready to go. Oh, well. We have an interesting show today. Doctor Who ratings are out. We have the +7s, and they found as many ratings as they could in their BBC couch, and it still wasn't enough. The Acolyte, if it's even possible, has been spoiled, and massive layoffs at Pixar, amongst other things. Hello, Az.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
I went to a toy store today.
Did you?
No. I
What'd you
sent
get?
you some pictures.
Oh, you did? Yeah. What was okay? Those were not. The price has gone down on some of those, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, on the Doctor Who ones, like they used to be a little bit more expensive.
Oh yeah, they were very. I nearly came back with a plethora of the Series 1 and Series 2 figures, because they were in great condition and all boxed up and delicious. But it's a lovely store. When you come over next, I'll have to take you.
Hell yeah.
And the guy behind the counter is like, I thought it was you, but I'm wearing my glasses because when I'm not streaming, I'm wearing my glasses because I can't see shit. And it was just like, when he came in there, I was like, it's like, nah, he's got glasses on. And it's then when I saw you upstairs, you took your glasses off to look at something close by. He's like, there it was you. I was just like, no. But he gave us a discount. I bought some stuff and he gave us a discount. God bless him.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Well, that's
Cosmic Toys in Dewsbury. First time I've ever been to Dewsbury.
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 Dewsbury? Is it Dewsbury?
Geez.
Dewsbury?
Sure.
Like
Sure.
buried?
Sure.
You guys can't talk over there.
Dewsbury. You would call it well, I don't know what you call it.
Mayberry?
Dewsbury?
Bury. Dewsbury.
Dewsbury?
Yeah. So I'm American.
Bury your Jew. Whoa!
Oh, what?
Oh,
Whoa!
Jetsuits.
Jet suits.
Quiz for Palestine.
Yeah. We'll get to the jet suits in just a moment, X-Ray Girl. Hello, MauLer. What's up?
Hello. What's up? I witnessed that newest excretion from the old Doctor Who, so that'll be nice to have a little chat about, I suppose. I was told we were on an upswing, and things are better. I've even seen two people be like, "Finally, it's back," and I was like just laughing, like, God, could you imagine thinking that? But it reminds me of the whole, like, once you're beaten down far enough, I think that anything slightly okay-ish in any way, shape, or form, even for a split second, might convince you that it's looking up, things looking good, But I happen to disagree. Though I do think that we have more than a capable command of the language of English, Gary, to be defensive of what just happened there. That was horrific, and I should hope to never see it again. You Americans have butchered far more than we could ever imagine. I don't actually give a shit. I was just wondering what else I should say.
No, I was just thinking you're a Welshman, and look at the name of some of your towns. Do you have enough consonants? You might want to fit some more in to schnicka-blicka-licka-blicka, whatever the fuck it's called.
You can't do 3 slurs in one word, dude.
I was wondering where that was going to go.
Schlurprobury.
YouTube are going to give you hyper demonetization.
Please.
Speaking of slurs, let's talk about the jet suits. X-ray girl. Reading super chats not that easy, is it?
Well, I mean, I have never seen the word Jesuit spelled out.
She said jet suits.
She called them jet suits?
Yes.
Okay.
The best jet suits.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand the super chat. This is like really weird. So yeah, I said jet suits instead of the Jesuits. You know, it's fine. You're welcome. More to laugh.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We didn't know what "ard" meant for the longest time.
Yeah.
Gary thought it was something on his pads.
Yeah, I thought I don't see an R and a D.
Right,
I thought they were telling me to hit an A-A-R-D. I'm like, what's the R-D?
Gaming with Gary. It's very fun.
It's a sign. I'm looking for a sign.
No, Gary couldn't get up the ladder for like.
I couldn't get up the ladder to get. I'm like, for one, why do I have to climb upstairs to save horses? I wasn't understanding like why the horses were upstairs because the Baron's barn was burning.
I know. I wanted to be there. I told you I wanted to be there when you went to the burning barn. Because I told you all those horses are going to die.
They did at least 8 times.
They died. Oh, I hate horses.
Including Gary.
They died 8 times. What?
No, they died more than 8 times. I died like 15 times that warehouse till I found the fucking door. And then I found the door. I was able to open it once I found it, which is good. I was very excited.
Proud of you.
But that's all that happened. I let the horses out and I talked to the Baron and I saved the abortion, and then the ghost abortion came out. And I followed the ghost abortion to look at a bracelet, and then I stopped. It took 2 hours.
Oh, you know what? I have 2 pieces of TV updates to give. All right,
First, let's go.
Ooh.
First is I'm halfway through Clarkson's Farm season 3, which has been just top notch.
Phenomenal.
It's kind of funny, but also a bit tragic, I guess, that it's possibly the best show right now. Like,
Easily.
I'm not even joking. It's the thing that really struck me was that it has it has like a narrative in it that has really strong payoffs, and it's just people living their lives. Like, as much as, you know, you could say like, well, some of it'll be staged, like, yeah, I mean, but like a lot of it's super real. Like, you know, without spoiling anything, the nature of what happens to certain animals that they get particularly attached to, or how they have to defeat the council at basically every single turn if they can. If they, you know, and oftentimes they can't. Trying to keep in a good state any particular part of the farm, constantly trying to innovate and like creatively make use of how to make money on the farm, and then just give us a lot of information as an audience in a very entertaining way, the kind of shit they have to go through, the average farmer and stuff. And you'd like learn about farming too, which I find I think what really struck me is this. I think it is in episode 4 where he's cultivated and he's like, I've gotten pretty damn good at this. And he was reminiscing about season 1, like how shit he was. And I was just like, oh my God, it's like we've had an arc. It's crazy. And it's all, you know, it's real life.
It is. You got the Groove Armada guy out there farming, trying this new hippie way of farming. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
That.
Yeah.
There's the guy who's making do you remember the guy who's making soup out of
yes.
And like Jerry's like, I'll go collect a bunch of it. He has that fucking crazy machine. And like There's a part where he's trying to suck up all of the plants, but he ends up sucking up his own collection bag. And when he's trying to fix that, the hook comes off and hits him in the face. And then when he's dealing with that, he hits a bunch of tree twigs.
It's like a weed eater, but it has a vacuum on it and a fucking bag, right? And I'm like, there's no way. And then he's got like some contraption like tied to his head or some shit. And it's like, what the hell? And it's
he goes to grab a fucking branch to rest on, and it breaks off.
I know.
Just goes, oh, for fuck's sake.
No,
I will say it might not be as entertaining to people who haven't seen any Top Gear or Grand Tour. Like, knowing Jeremy Clarkson is particularly fucking entertaining, but I feel like it should work for everybody.
Everybody I've recommended it to thinks it's hilarious. So yeah, Clarkson's Farm, best show on TV. They got 3 seasons. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's absolutely worth your time.
Is there any more? Is that it? Are they making any more?
Season 3's done. They did the worst possible thing. They released it in 2 parts, like a week apart. And I think they're definitely getting a 4 and a 5. We don't know past that because the ratings are like through the roof. Like, it's a very successful show. It will be watched by more people than The Rings of Power, for sure. For sure.
Oh, definitely. Like, you know when
it was the number 1 show in the UK for Amazon Prime over The Rings of Power.
I mean, it's so easy to believe. I can see people rewatching it. I've seen season 1, I think, 3 times at this point. So, like, it's and it's fun to show people as well. Because remember the thing where he's looking at the sale of like particular tractors and stuff. He looks around and he's like, it's not very diverse.
No, he said it's very diverse. We've got every single kind of white middle-aged man here.
Yeah.
White middle-aged farmer here. That's what we. Great.
I like Lisa like sneaking all that shit into the shop that she's not supposed to have.
Oh, she was really fun when she was describing where all of it's from, and then halfway through he just goes, "They're 40-minute programs. Like, nobody's gonna watch it." And she's just like, "Shut up!"
Aww.
Yes, I love that show. And you watched part of Doctor Who, the latest one. So
no, I watched the whole episode.
Oh, you watched the whole episode? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I guess we could start there. We got the ratings. The ratings for the last one. So Stephen Moffat returned for kind of a bottle episode called Boom. And I did watch it, and I'm done watching the show forever. I'm like out. I believe there's nothing more to say. They're just repeating the same mistakes, maybe dialing some up to 11, but they're doing the same crap that they were doing in the Jodie era. Russell T Davies and company came back to be activists. I mean, that's it. And more importantly, they can't write TV anymore. Neither of them can. MauLer pointed out in, I can't remember his first or second episode, and I really don't care. But when Nurse What grabs Ruby's phone and programs it so she can call her mom, it's a straight rip of Doctor Who with Rose when he programs the phone.
Eccleston did it to Rose. Yeah.
Yep.
Episode 2, right? Season 1.
Yeah. Episode 2. Yeah.
So Moffat just repurposed a couple, I would say 3 different shows he did, episodes he did from Doctor Who in this episode. And it's a bottle episode. And it's a commentary on, so many things. And it started out with a good commentary, like one I think we can all get behind, which is a corporation funding both sides of a war. One corporation, like, all right, that's pretty good. It turns out that war is against nobody, as you put it, MauLer, against the ground. It's against fog.
When they the episode went further and further along, we basically found out they were like, the enemy is mud. It exists in the floor or something. It was like, what? Then the doctor's like, you fools! It doesn't exist at all. I was just like, what? Like, these people have been shooting at nothing and dealing with nothing this whole time.
Yes. So they were fighting their own tech, and they were fighting in an algorithm, right? And this algorithm had acceptable losses so they can keep bringing more people in and buying more tech to fight against. And nobody figured this out because of faith.
Oh God, yes.
It's not
right.
faith, that's stupidity. There's a
Yes.
difference between faith and stupidity.
Yes.
I heard
Because
that
when
was
you-
what the point of the episode was, because everyone took the obvious fucking route with this, which was that it was a hardcore hit against faith in almost all
Religion.
of its aspects, especially religion. Yeah. And I've seen people say like, no, the episode is all about how blind faith is bad, but faith that leads you to be able to deal with certain circumstances is good, or something like that. It gets very confusing by the time you get to the end of this episode what the fuck the episode's position on faith is. Because if you remember, they even have a character say like, but doctor, I thought you didn't like faith.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah, and then I can't remember what his answer was, but I
It's
remember
like,
thinking to myself,
I don't something like I don't like it, but it doesn't mean I don't have it, or some
something like
Yeah,
that.
it was that.
stupid thing.
That's what he said.
Oh, I've never seen like a more shit attempt to
I
explore
don't, what do
the
you mean I
concept
don't
of
like
faith.
faith, but I have faith?
Well, so when I was watching it, right,
What?
as a not particularly religious person, I was like, they better do something more than faith is what people do when they don't want to think. It's like, what do you mean? I have faith in people. I have faith in certain systems or whatever. Like, faith isn't just for religious people. And besides, if you're gonna just blanket statement be like, yeah, having faith is what you do when you don't think, it's like, okay. Pretty edgy there, Doctor Who, but I feel like they didn't stick the landing at all if the message was supposed to be blind faith bad, but like meaningful faith good, or something like that.
But I mean, I said to Gary, because Gary called me up and tried to explain the episode to me, and I was just like, "How are people dying? Who's killing them if they're just walking?"
The tech.
It's
But
a
you
series
don't
of minds.
You don't send one soldier out on their own. You go out in fucking waves as soldiers, platoons, battalions.
Because I only watched it one time, Gary, is the implication that there's just a bunch of random shit out in what is the equivalent of no man's land for that world, and then a bunch of soldiers just run out there and get injured, and then the medical robots kill them, and so on?
Yeah, and then that's what I got out of it. And they come back and go, this enemy's everywhere. We don't know what we're fighting. And by the way, they have, there's a name for them. I forgot what it was, but they know nothing about them. There's no intel at all. We're just fighting this name of, because what was it?
The jetpacks.
They were fighting the Jesuits. Okay. No, they didn't know what they were fighting. There's no intel, but it's a corporate sponsored war that allows a guy to bring his daughter to the battlefield. And
who was walking on the battlefield?
And you remember the papal mainframe, right? Well, they this is the Anglican Marines.
Yeah, but the papal mainframe looked like an army.
Yeah, and they had a structure, right? They had a structure that you could you see, and they were hired mercenaries. And it's kind of the same thing here, except these were corporate mercenaries. And it was trying to tell a deep story in a world where you can't, you especially can't criticize one side over the other for sure. But ultimately, it's just a bad story, and it's reused. It's Moffat copying himself. So MauLer approached this question last time and said, like, have we seen this before? And I don't think so. I could be wrong. I mean, in comics, yes. In comic books, yes. Writers copy themselves. Composers, Hans Zimmer copies himself all the time. But like an actual story where you're just repurposing it for this quote unquote reboot, that's been nothing but a disaster. Like,
you know what? A film that had a side structure element that corporations were selling weaponry to both sides. A film that didn't go down particularly well with an audience. A film which really divided a franchise.
You talking about Canto Bite?
Yes.
Everyone's favorite part of that favorite film. Yeah, I mean, there's a parallel there for sure, because there's interesting stories to tell somewhat, but like they bungled it completely to the point where I was just fucking laughing at the notion of, we have our medical droids out in the war, but everyone's like afraid of them, because if they analyze you and they decide you're too expensive to heal, they'll just kill you.
Yeah.
and I guess they're at a point where they often do that. I don't know.
But didn't they just kill a guy at the end for no reason?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. That was the network trying to stop him or something, was it? I can't remember anymore.
It was
weird.
the algorithm fighting back because Nurse What convinced the dead dad from the beginning, who's a version of an AI that's still alive, which again, you can kind of that could be borrowed from
Silence in the Library.
Silence in the Library for sure. Like there's a little bit of Silence in the Library, Empty Child, anything with the papal mainframe in it, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end they tried to redo the Empty Child like Everybody Lives, except everybody freaking died. All the dudes died. All the dudes, all the cis men are dead. All the cis men are dead.
And how did Ruby not die?
The ambulance fixed her up.
Yeah, but like
because the ghost reprogrammed it from the inside.
So the soldier thought that she was trying to kill the person he's in love with, and so he decided to shoot her with stun rounds. Like what happened? Why didn't he kill her? That part was so fucking badly done. It's so clunky. Basically, like for anybody who's listening, it's as bad as how I'll describe it, right? So the doctor is on a mine. The robot is analyzing him, and he's like, make it stop. I'm going to shift my weight too much if it keeps analyzing me, and I'll explode and kill everyone. So they come up with an idea. What if I shoot you, or I pretend to shoot you, this other girl that's with them, and it'll distract the robot because it'll be violence? Yeah, that's a great idea. So she just takes her gun off this soldier who just agrees to this, and then she aims it at her. Like, there we go, I'm doing violence. This should work. And I was already just like, why did she let her do that? Why wouldn't she be the one aiming it? Like, she's the soldier, whatever. And then the person who is in love with this girl soldier just happens to turn up and goes, oh my God, you're aiming your gun at the person I love. I have to kill you. Boom. And then Ruby
she shoots her a bunch of times, right? Yeah. And doesn't die. And they do this Impossible Girl thing. That's another thing they repurpose. And it starts snowing and the Christmas stuff from the first episode. By the way, did you catch that her age was 3082? 3000. She's Ruby. So it could have been the time they traveled to, or she could be that old. I don't care. Yeah. And she's dying, and they pull out a defibrillator at the end and resuscitate her. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And it's funny because I saw people doing reactions like, oh my God, I thought she was actually going to die. I was like, why? What are you talking about? Like, what? No.
Really?
Well, you got a whole girl that's the key to everything plot going on. She can't die.
And
we got to find out why she's the girl that's the key to everything, but we're not, because nobody cares, because nobody's watching.
I don't know about you, Gary, but like the premise of the episode, I was absolutely struck with the notion of, man, I wish any other doctor were in the scenario that he stood on a mine and he couldn't move, you know? Any other doctor I would have liked to have seen how they deal with that. Obviously, the writer would matter as well, but just this one, I was just like, whatever. Because a lot of the way they try to move around and solve it, I just felt like broke all the rules they had set. You know, like, I got to make sure that you got to hand me this thing that just so happens to be the exact perfect weight I need it to be in order to take my foot down onto the floor. Do you remember that? I was just like, oh, well, that's fucking convenient. And it's like, yeah, well, I don't fucking whatever. Just moving the story along. And then it was like, but doctor, if you explode on this mine, it'll destroy half the planet. It's like, what? It's like, well, because he's a Time Lord. It's like, that's how that works, I guess. I don't know. By the way, do you remember when it's all about to explode and he basically gives up? He's like, well, we're dead. It's over.
Yep.
His TARDIS was fucking not meters away. Couldn't he tell the two people who were alive that he wanted to protect to go in there?
Yeah.
No. Doesn't he tell Ruby to fucking walk over there somewhere in the middle of a minefield with invisible mines?
Yes. That's another thing that fucking drove me nuts. When he fully understood the situation, you can't walk carefully. You can't. They are invisible. Like, you can't see
and these mines turn you into the bomb. So they use whatever energies in your body and turn you into the bomb. And that's why the doctor was going to blow up like half the planet.
I was so fucking disappointed when he was just like, yeah, go have a look around. It's like, no, She's just gonna blow up. She needs to go back to the TARDIS and get you help, whatever that means. And you could have had that kind of episode, right, where he can't do anything. It's the companion that has to do everything, which they've probably tried before in different ways, if I can remember. But this one especially, right? Like, oops, I walked into which is kind of disappointing, isn't it? I open the doors, clearly a fucking war zone, and he just prances out until he steps on a mine. It's like,
I prefer the term minces, but sure.
Minces. Yep.
It's as a premise, I think a lot of people will be like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." It's like, yeah, well,
yeah, but you don't appear in a no man's land and just go, "Oh, let's have a look at this." You take precaution. I mean, remember we used to actually look where he was before he left the TARDIS first, but I guess we're beyond that.
Well, he used to know temperature, air pressure, all by going.
Yeah. There,
So
boom, done.
Yep.
Remember when he wanted to leave Pompeii because he knew the event which was happening?
Yeah.
And he knew it was a fixed point in time. And so he wanted to get Donna out of there.
Donna begged him to save Peter Capaldi and his family.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Just one.
That's a good
Then you get that
episode.
wonderful moment where he opens the door and he just holds his hand out to them.
Dude,
and then
with that,
nothing came of that TARDIS worship thing at the end.
I know, but that was I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. It's
Well, it's a good money shot with him with his hand out and the lights bright behind him.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
well, and also plays into the arc for that character, that particular Doctor, right? The whole his ego, his interest in breaking the rules and stuff. It's it's back when they used to write.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back when they used to write. They don't do that now. So I mean, ultimately, there's all the message in Doctor Who, but it's just fucking bad. It's really just a bad show. It's not structured well. It's not edited well. It's not acted well. It's not directed well. Murray Gold is wasted on this. And it's a surprise that 2 million people watched this overnight. What the hell's wrong with you guys over there?
Well, I saw people going nuts over a lot of it, and I was getting like Ahsoka flashbacks where I was like, this franchise is fucked. With the people who remain, like they're this excited over this shit of an episode. It's fucked.
I think a lot of it is pure gaslighting. They're desperate to cause some sort of interaction, but it's this is all of the Doctor's opening episodes ratings. Can you spot one which really stands out?
So just to clarify, the last one is Shooty Gat was first?
This is Space Babies. Yeah,
Good
Space
Lord.
Babies is the bottom one. Yeah, that's where we are. It's done. It's done. It's dead. Star Trek dead. Star Wars dead. Doctor Who dead. Many more things on the way.
Well,
These
and those
franchises were
three,
done.
it's a big trash heap of just everything's on fire.
Well, like I said on streams in a video a week ago, like we are wandering through the wasteland. Like we are in post-apocalyptic entertainment right now, and a lot of this is holdovers. Russell T Davies is just an out of touch dude going back for prominence, whatever. I don't care why he came back. He came back and destroyed his own legacy. This is why you don't want George Lucas coming back, which he won't do.
He's too old anyway.
He's too old anyway. But even if he did, it would probably disappoint you at this point.
Look, Lucas I speak for a lot of people, not everybody, because I understand there are prequel fans out there. But Lucas didn't have it when he did the prequels. Okay, he didn't have it when he was really left alone with
He had his own money and
Return of the
full
Jedi.
power. Full power, yeah. Like it,
Return of the Jedi is half a good film and half not a good.
half 10 out of 10 and half 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think what people think about is like, yeah, but that's better than this Disney sequels. It's like, yeah, I guess so.
That's a low bar.
It's just,
That's just a really low bar. I would say the Nurse What era is, I mean, it's just as bad as the Jodie era. Might be a slightly
He's-
different
he's-
kind of
he's
bad, but it's just as
garbage.
bad. Yeah, it's just as
He's
bad.
garbage. He's not the doctor. There's nothing that says Shooty was the doctor. It's nothing. There's no moment he's had. Again, with Jodie particularly, she went through I don't know how many episodes. Not as many as people think, but the time wise, she was
But
around for a little
ultimately,
bit. Nothing.
Ultimately, with Doctor Who fans, the Timeless Children was the deal breaker, and once they re-solidified that, Doctor Who fans were done. They knew that. That's why they came out gaslighting.
Oh, didn't in one of the episodes, can't remember which one, Space Babies or the other piece of shit. Gatwa says, "Oh yeah, something like, oh yeah, most of the universe is destroyed
Oh,
because of the flux." Didn't he reference something to do with the flux and most of the universe is just destroyed now?
that was a thing that happened in that stupid ass storyline.
Yes, and they never put it back together. So I guess,
Dude, when Tennant in the in one of those episodes said like, you know, I destroyed so much of the universe. I can't remember if the Catherine Tate said, but it wasn't your fault. I remember sitting there like, why are we even entertaining that fucking storyline? What's wrong with you? It was such bullshit nonsense. Nobody who watched Flux understood it. Nobody.
No.
remember at the nobody's going to remember this. At the end of Flux, the first female doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, encountered herself, and it was time. It was time itself. Saying, "I'm going to."
No.
I'm paraphrasing here because it's been a while since I've seen it, and I want to forget it all. But it's like, I saved you for something. I saved you for something. But she came up against time itself. It's just gone. You know, that's why they came out gaslighting. They were willing to ditch all the old Doctor Who fans and find all those new fans. Those get rid of all the bigots, and then there'll be 2 or 3 people to replace them. What they didn't know, it was actually one person identifying as multiple people. So that's their new viewer. If they can count that, then
they replaced it with 2 people, but millions left. But millions of people just didn't like shit left.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So the last episode got a hair over 2 million.
2.04.
So that's the lowest overnight ratings in the show's history by far.
Yes.
And we'll see what the +7 is, but it's probably not going to be. I think it's under 2 million next week.
I saw people saying like, "Oh, Moffat showing RTD how it's done," and I was like, "What the fuck?
What?
It's all shit, man."
I think next week's going to go up because of the Moffat hype, and I think the week after it's going to dip below 2.
Oh, for the overnight, not the +7.
Yeah, I think for the +7, this might do a little better, but
if it can't go up with the David Tennant, Russell T Davies, Catherine Tate hype, what's Moffat going to bring to the table?
Oh no! Like I said, I think a lot of the discussion around it is artificially created. I don't think it's actually legitimate. I just can't watch anymore. I can't. I couldn't even bring myself to watch this one. I just watched Disbury's review and listened to you on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, I'm done. I was gonna watch it. I after FNT, I watched it, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah.
Boop. Bye. I'm gonna go to my happy place.
Yeah.
Clearly the best show on TV right now. I was fine with that. I did the next day, but man, I was like, oh God, I can't even review this. It's so bad. I was curious to see how Moffat would do. And it came off like a guy 10 years out of the game coming back. It's like that band is, broken up for 20 years and they get back together. And instead of rehearsing for a tour, they just went right out on tour, and man, did they suck. So
it's hard to think that Girl in the Fireplace, Blink, Silence in the Library, The 11th Hour. These are absolutely insane in a wonderful way. Moffat episodes and bottle episodes, I think, are his strength.
Yes.
I think that's where his major strength lies. And
Well, dude, you compare this to, it's not his episode. You compare this to Midnight, which takes place in a bus, basically.
yeah,
In a space bus.
space bus.
Yes. Which
The other
is
thing about that, he wrote it. I'm pretty sure wrote and redrafted it in 3 days. That script.
By the way,
That's
that was
insane.
our favorite episode of Doctor Who, which you're not going to see because you voted not to have the top five.
that was in
Well,
that was in my top 5.
Well, that was
Yeah.
MauLer and mine top. That was MauLer and mine top
Yeah.
episode.
I
Midnight.
haven't watched it yet, right? I don't think.
It is
And
incredible.
this is New
Season
Who.
4.
Specifically
Season
our
4.
favorite episodes of New Who, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited for that. Then.
Yeah.
Yee! I'm still in the good eras.
It's when Doctor Who's its strongest. It's just writing. It's literally in a room. It's one room. Just imagine if they recorded a whole episode, as Gary said, on a bus
Mm-hmm.
with a few people.
Well, and the bad guy for most of it is invisible
Yeah.
and then possesses people.
Oh,
And it's very much paranoia. Like there's parallels with the Thing in that episode that I quite like.
and
Yeah, there's some really clever
what makes it
about how people react. Good people,
the world
how good
the,
people could react.
and the world building is amazing. You're in the bus, but you're aware of the planet they're on, and they describe like the world building is great in it. So much is left to your imagination, which is great writing. Russell T Davies.
That end bit, which I won't ruin,
Yeah.
but that end bit with Donna is just
should I take it off?
yeah, just for a second, when she's like Donna tries to like be funny and it just don't.
Yeah, she says back to him what he
Yeah.
says, right? Reminding him of
So,
the repeating
yeah,
stuff. He's
don't.
just like, don't.
Oh, it's
Um,
Dude, that
Fucking-
episode, Turn Left. Oh, freaking love Turn Left.
Turn left's
Yeah.
great.
Turn Left
Great.
is a magnificent episode. Utopia.
Trickster Brigade. Oh no. Yeah, I mean the Trickster Brigade stuff is throughout the whole of Doctor Who. There's wonderful little references all over the place. Torchwood, Doctor Who, Sarah Jane Adventures,
Yeah,
Trickster Brigade, and that.
that's a good villain
And it's all
in Sarah
doesn't the
Jane.
Trickster Brigade all kind of goes back to the Toymaker. Oh, Toymaster.
Supposed to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good villain in Sarah Jane, by the way. Damn.
It was a good little show, was the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yeah,
Good little show.
it would have gone on if she hadn't
It
gotten
would have.
sick. R.I.P.
Mm.
R.I.P. But yeah, new Doctor Who. I just think it, without a doubt, maybe not by the end of the season because people are talking about it and it's kind of I think it being with Disney has brought it to prominence. Otherwise, I don't think anybody would be talking about it. By next season, it'll be Star Trek Discovery season 5, which I think I see one person talking about on Twitter. Hail Jack Beers. But and Robert Meyer Burnett, when after he gets home from work, has a couple and starts
Yeah.
tweeting about it. He's like, fuck this. He does this quartering version of tweeting, but it's about Star Trek. It's so fucking great. I love it. Love Robert Meyer Burnett. But yeah, it's just, we're in the wasteland now. And God, I hope it does not shit the bed. I'm hoping House of the Dragon is good. We need something good. We
Yeah.
need something good.
I don't think we have any reason to think it'll be shit, so hopefully it'll work out.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. I just
I've seen a lot of buzz about the first episode.
do not
And-
miss the first episode. Do
I'll
not
be
miss
watching
it.
with you, right? That's the
You'll be
plan?
watching it with me. We'll watch it live together, and yeah, do not miss it.
Oh, so excited.
Hits the ground running. I'm just saying. You know what's funny is I'm not going to spoil anything, by the way. The events of season 1 are a chapter preceding the Dance with the Dragons, right? And then events, because I'm rereading the book, events that like whole episodes are on are literally 5 sentences at the end of a chapter, and
Wow.
there's a lot left to interpret. They just basically give you the events, but they don't give you any like real details. And they've done a pretty good job, and the show is supposed to be the true telling of the story of the Dance of the Dragons. So, We'll see. That'll be fun. But yeah, 2 million. The +7. Did you notice they skipped one in the ratings? Like there was the one in the middle that says
Right. Okay. So yesterday they actually released the +7, the 7+4s, which is not the consolidated number. The 7+4s are the consolidated plus multiple rewatches from the same households. So I said in my tweet when I showed that, I said these are the 7+4s, which means the consolidated are going to be lower because that, of course, is incorporating multiple views. So when the consolidated came out, and that came out today, I knew it was going to be lower. I was actually surprised at how much lower, because the consolidated and the sevens and the 7+4s tend to be relatively similar, with the +4s obviously being a wee bit higher. But like in one instance, it was like 300,000 difference between the +7 and +7+4s. It was just like, wow.
I
Yeah.
thought they had like a big old boosted budget now as well. How come it
They
still
do.
looks like absolute shit?
It's volume. It's probably just volume.
a
and
lot
shit
of
like
it's
that.
volume. Volume or green screen. Not really sure. They must have a volume set up over in the UK now. But yeah, they're
Well,
supposed to have more money.
I saw Moffat on set, and he would seem to be behind a volume
Okay.
screen,
Okay.
in front of a volume screen.
A bunch of people who were been out of genre for a long time coming back. Disney's influence. I have no idea. More money doesn't mean a lot of times it doesn't mean it's going to be better. I would say more times than not, it means it's going to be worse.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
We know this was tried and tested. Fucking Marvel. It's like one of the best examples going.
Uh-huh.
Here, Gary, I'm going to
Really?
share this. I'm going to share this with you so you can see it as how it actually operates. So this is the final number, not this.
Okay. Yes.
That is the consolidated +4, which means multiple watches from the same household. This is actually the number. And that's 300,000 less.
Yes.
That is insane. That is actually insane. So I don't know if people have been keeping their iPlayers on, playing it over and over again, thinking they're boosting the figures, but they're not.
It's Disparu when he's doing his reviews.
Yes, it is.
That's why you gotta
So,
find another way to watch it so you can for your reviews, so you're not giving.
Oh
them...
yeah, I when I watched the first 2 episodes, I saw it with my mate Captain Jack Sparrow. So when this came out yesterday and this came out yesterday, these hadn't. So the actual final numbers hadn't come in. So this morning or this afternoon, I checked and they'd come in. That is the final rating for episode 1. That is the final rating for episode 2. 3.71 and 3.67 million. That is shyster.
Yes. I don't believe they're the lowest in history if you go back all the way to Classic Who, but it's really close. Really, really, really close.
I think it's 3.3.
I want to say it's 3.3 or
around
3.4, and it's from Seventh Doctor. So.
From Sylvester McCoy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 2.2 was the previous lowest, which was Overnight, which was the Sea Devil episode, which was fucking garbage. I'm sure I shouted at you after that. You made me watch that. And then this Boom became easily the lowest overnight in Doctor Who history, 2.04.
Oh, well. Couldn't see that coming. Way to go, Disney. Well
They told us
done.
not to watch. They told us.
They said don't watch, touch grass. Okay.
Okay. Listened.
Waiting for those 2 or 3 people to replace all the viewers that were left.
By the way, Gary, is this right? Because someone did mention it. The girl in that episode, the one, the soldier girl, whatever, she's going to be the next companion.
Yes.
Yes.
She wasn't very good.
No.
No.
No, the acting was abysmal. It was absolutely abysmal. Which
But
is
the good news is she ticked the box.
Yep. And you know what used to like really support this show was good acting and good storytelling and good dialogue. That's it was based on. It was never really
Dude,
an
when you
effect
have
show.
good writing and performances, it doesn't matter if you've literally got a piece of cardboard with an unhappy face on it as your enemy.
Yeah.
Who cares?
What's one of the best Capaldi episodes? He's by himself running around a castle. With- That's
That
it.
is the most simplification of Heaven Sent ever given.
Yes.
But it is but the wonderful thing about that is it's not just the great story in Heaven Sent. It's not just Capaldi's unbelievable performance, but that Murray Gold music that goes alongside it.
Absolutely makes it. Fantastic.
Capaldi,
episode.
I think, I mean, to me, Capaldi is the best actor to take on the role of Doctor Who. And just imagine, I mean, you just saw with things like Heaven Sent, things like Deep Breath, what Capaldi was capable of. And if he had the scripts from, season 5, season 6, just what kind of a Doctor he could have been. He could have just been the best, and not even close.
If Matt is smart, don't ever come back for an anniversary episode. Just stay away. Just like Peter, just stay away.
Yeah.
Because his stock has risen a lot, at least with me.
Oh, Matt Smith is, he didn't just go from Doctor Who to House of the Dragon. He did The Crown. Everything that Matt's pretty much done has been critically and,
Yeah, don't forget Morbius, man. Excellent stuff.
Sometimes you just gotta take a payday,
Hey,
Thanks, Karen.
did you see they're really pushing that Madam Web did well on Netflix? And it's just like, give us a sequel. Give us a sequel, please.
I'm up for a sequel, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Set Sydney Sweeney free.
Yes. At least
Well,
parts
I
of
was
her.
gonna say, if we get a
Which
sequel,
part?
I want Dakota
All of it.
Johnson back. We gotta get it back because she'll be even more annoyed. Pull a contract thing. Gotta get a loophole. Get it back in for 3 sequels.
Oh, the red carpet will be just gold. All the interviews.
web
Yes. The web
They were anyway.
Oh my God. I want this era to end. It's just end. Will you? But Sony seems to think people will watch Craven over and over again around the holidays. Oh my God. Hey, are you coming back with your Stargrift, MauLer, for a special?
Yeah, for the end of Acolyte, we'll come back for that. Any Star Wars movies will probably come back for it. I know that Theory's interested in what me and Ryan will have to say on these shows, considering he's probably going to be pretty negative on it, but probably not as negative as me and Ryan will be. But yeah, there's that. There's also, as some people have pointed out, didn't MauLer say you had 2 TV show things to talk about? I was like, well, yeah, technically I did. I did one. The other one, which these 2 lads already knew about, but I figure chat will find incredibly interesting, potentially. I've been, as you know, completing my watch through. I actually watched Undiscovered Country, by the way. Completed that. So it's done and dusted.
Pretty good movie, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, it's that and Wrath of Khan were the top tier for the 6. That was a good fun journey. I decided that I would watch Star Trek: The Original Series. I'm not well. It's funny because it's like I'm 10 episodes in, so it makes it sound like not that far. I was like, well, it's 10 hours. It's not exactly
it's a long time
shortest of the series, but. Reason why I was gonna wait until I got a bit further before bringing it up because I didn't want anyone to be like, oh, I can't even ask him about episode X, Y, or Z or something. But I saw Balance of Terror recently. Man, that was impressive. I was like, this show is old as fuck. But I was like, this whole episode is basically it was making me think about I wouldn't know how it would actually work, but like 2 boats in the middle of the ocean, like 2 submarines, maybe.
Yeah.
And man, what a job they did with the performances and the dialogue of just 2 captains trying to outsmart each other and respecting each other. And I was about to say spoilers. I don't know. They came out like 50 years ago. Yeah, just the way it ends, where Kirk is like, "Let me beam you aboard," like, it's over. We've done this, and the guy's like, "No," it's like, I'm just gonna die. He was well fought though. Like that shit was really cool, and that was Sarek, right? The actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leonard. Yeah.
Mark
I thought that
Leonard.
was interesting too, because I didn't know that he was playing a different character. I was like, oh shit, what's Spock's dad doing here? Like, what's going on? And I was like, oh shit, okay, it's a different guy. That's fine.
Sorry, he'll come back in the original
he
series.
comes back.
Sarek.
And in TNG.
Sarek is one of the best episodes of TNG ever. That episode is just. It's an episode about he comes back in TNG. He comes back a couple of times, but he doesn't. There's a singular episode called Sarek, and it's essentially Alzheimer's, dealing with Alzheimer's, and you then translate that to the Vulcan way of life and their take on emotions and all this, and it is not just an incredible performance by Mark Leonard, but Patrick Stewart to match, and. Oh, that episode gets me every time. It is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It is strange watching a TV show that you can tell the core idea for every episode is just a sci-fi idea. Like, what if this, and how do they deal with it? It is like, as a blueprint, the easiest thing to understand in terms of like, oh, they were doing that. You just need an intelligent person who's familiar with sci-fi to give you some basic scripts of they explore the world and they come across all these crazy. There was even like the last one I watched was What Little Girls Are Made Of, which is an episode where they encounter like, I think it's like a scientist who has found a bunch of ancient technology that was left behind on a planet that involves like making androids.
Yes.
And stuff. Yeah, and like it goes over the nature of like what's the difference between human and android, and like what does that mean for a person's personhood. There's a bunch of stuff, and I was just thinking to myself like all that in an hour, and it's it's tied up, and you get to have yourself a little think after it about what it all meant and what it meant with the characters and stuff. It's all just sci-fi. It's not like you don't have to think about anything else, and the dialogue is shockingly fucking good.
Yes.
Yes. There's so many conversations that I get to enjoy. In the Balance of Terror episode, he has I think it was Mr. Styles was his, sitting in the seat that sorry, I'm still new to Trek. I think it was Navigation, where Chekhov will be eventually. Because that seat gets swapped out a lot in season 1, I'm guessing. And the guy is like, it's a Romulan ship. We know what they look like. We should fucking destroy it. My grandfather, and etc. fought in the war with them. And Kirk just turns to it and goes, "Their war, Mr. Styles, not yours." I was just like, man, like so much was just said with that one line. Nice.
Can we play this, Gary? This is coming up for you, MauLer, but.
I saw this clip. This was part of why I was interested in seeing the show.
Oh, okay.
It's very good.
Should we just that is just that level of writing, man. Is
well thought out, honestly. High tension as
well. It's also writers who had lived a life, right? Had not just gone straight from mom's house to school. So these a lot of writers who are were World War II veterans.
Yes,
had gone out and experienced things, seen the world, and knew how to write, and wrote other things aside from television. Wrote novels, novellas, short stories. They were science fiction writers and TV writers too, but like knew what they were doing. We have not
seriously, man. And the respecting rank and treating it all as though it's an actual like mission that you have a job to do. It's neat.
It's neat, and God, do we miss it.
If it was Discovery, Michael Burnham would be saying everything. Tilly would be stuffing her face full of food.
And Khan would be crying.
And crying, of course. The two doctors, the doctor would be snogging the engineer, and Khan would be wondering what the fuck is going on.
And it makes you wonder why Spock didn't bring up at any point. It's like, hey, I totally served with your niece. Or your descendant, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years.
Oh, I know
Shit.
somebody who was related to you.
I mean, we don't know who you really are right now, but in 10 years before, we knew all about you.
Oh.
And everything.
And Jim, by the way, I have this foster sister who totally taught me how to be a Vulcan.
I'm a better man because of her.
Because of her.
Because they told me in Star Trek Discovery.
Oh my!
Me and Drinker were talking about in Undiscovered Country with the mind meld being used to get information out of Valeris.
Oh.
The way that they both play being emotional in that scene, it's like you need to. Not we would now. It doesn't matter. But you needed before JJ made his fucking track to strap him to a chair and put that scene on a repeat so we could understand what it means for a Vulcan to be emotional. And like the way that it becomes more powerful, the more subtle that you show the lapses in control. Because it's so weird. I watched it backwards, right? Most people watched it the front way. I watched it the other way around. So I was watching fucking Zachary Quinto scream and punch people in the face. And I was like, oh, I remember being like, I guess that is unusual because he's like the one that doesn't do that. Still a bit cringe, you know? It's like it's a bit cringe. But then you watch Spock, quote unquote, having his edges of emotionality, and they hit so much harder because of the fact that he plays Spock so very in a specific way. And so when you get to those scenes, it's like a blast of emotion, which I think an idiot might not understand that. Like they'd be like, "That's not very emotional. He's not even crying."
You said an idiot, and then he said Jar Jar. So
Exactly.
I rewatched. We did a '90s Bruce Willis action marathon, and we saw Armageddon, dude. I haven't seen Armageddon in forever.
Yeah, what's the verdict?
Script by Jar Jar Abrams.
No.
Yes. Yeah, I was not shocked to see that. Holy shit, is it bad? I like it, but it's really bad. We watched Fifth Element and then Armageddon. And
I didn't know he did the script for that. Are there mystery boxes in Armageddon?
He wrote it with somebody else. It's hard to tell because you have to take Dramamine to watch that movie. The camera is always moving. They edit within one sentence. They edit 4 times. It's like a Joe Biden video on Twitter.
If you want to debate me, I will come to the plate that you spat
That's exactly it. Oh, I mean, I like it for what it is. It's a terrible movie, but I like it for what it is. But Jesus, after me and my brother-in-law were watching, we're like, what the fuck?
I assume it's got a bit of 2000s edge in it, though, right? Like some of the jokes or whatever.
Oh, definitely. There's some non-PC stuff that especially the guy yelling at his wife and shit. It's great.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny.
He's in the observatory or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Steve Buscemi is fucking great in it, by the way. He's
I remember that
the
as well.
king in that.
Does he lose his mind?
Yeah, he loses it. He starts shooting at the asteroid and singing. He's all, I want to stay. Can I stay?
Yeah. Yeah, he gets, is it space dementia? What do they
like that, yeah.
Space dementia. It's called Michael Bay dementia. But I saw Jar Jar's name on that. I'm like, oh, it all makes sense now. Lies.
Isn't it funny though that Michael Bay's reputation overall though it's steadily gotten above JJ's though?
Oh yeah, because he directed The Rock. So
because you remember there was a time when Michael Bay was seen as the worst of the high budget directors. Yes. Yeah. Which nowadays is good God, the competition he's got going.
Yeah,
for him.
even after watching Armageddon, it's maybe a little harsh on Michael Bay. It can always get worse, folks.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the Acolyte.
I don't know what this spoil is, so this is going to be news to me.
There's a spoiler. Does anybody care in the chat?
No.
No. Okay.
You're gonna ruin Acolyte?
I'm gonna.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, it's been ruined. For one, this rumor has been out there for a while. They already talked about it on Daily this morning. So, our main character, who I gotta get pull the article up. No, the article. It's in. It's like May is one of the characters' names. So our main character is, by the way, this actor that they got for our main character, which is not Carrie-Anne Moss, must have amazing range. Okay, like Peter Sellers range.
Oh,
for
okay.
what this spoiler is going to be.
Do you know something? Peter Sellers is a perfect him as Clouseau is exactly how you should be playing a Vulcan. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe less retarded, but
No,
yes.
no. In as much as when he plays Clouseau, he's playing it straight. He's playing Clouseau straight. Clouseau's a bumbling idiot, but he's playing it straight. All the things which go on around him. It's the same with a Vulcan. A Vulcan plays emotions straight, and all the other stuff exists out of it. It's not the Vulcan that does I'm getting all emotional. And it's not Clouseau that goes, I'm big the goofy doofy woofy.
Well, I forget the exact argument. Like Leonard Nimoy had trouble playing Spock at first, and he had to sit down and talk to somebody to figure it out. And basically, it was I'm paraphrasing this, and I might get it wrong, but when instead of being emotional, he's curious, right? And the Doctor's kind of like that too. When you see something horrifying, and Dr. McCoy's always bitching at Spock about this, right? Like when Spock sees something different, he's like, fascinating.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, Spock, we're all gonna die. You inhuman, green-blooded.
Racial slur.
Yes. But yeah, what we're not going to get, I think, is emotional range from the lead actress. So Star Wars, The Acolyte's new trailer might have ruined Disney's the Disney Plus show. Big plot twist. So the big plot twist, without reading this entire article, is could you scroll down? I want to get the characters' names right, just because. I think it's May, right? So it's I think that's her name. That's what she's been called the whole time. So Star Wars, The Acolyte is less than 2 weeks away from debuting on Disney Plus, but it seems one of the biggest plot twists has been ruined already. Over the weekend, May 18th or 19th, a new teaser for The Acolyte, one that shows one of the shows I'm most excited for in mid-2024. Wow. Really?
Okay.
You get excited by a laser pointer. Was released on Star Wars and Disney Plus various social channels. On the surface, the teaser appeared to be nothing more than a new trailer to promote the series and further excite Star Wars' diehard fan base, everybody, prior to The Acolyte's June 4th release. Indeed, despite its brief runtime, there's plenty of new footage to pour over, including confirming the fan favorite Jedi Master Vernestra Rose lightsaber whip will appear. Yay! Lightsaber whips.
It's
Are people
red.
actually going nuts over a lightsaber whip?
No.
Good Lord.
And I know they've been around and they've always been retarded. Okay. They've
You know what we
always
need?
been
Like,
retarded.
We got to keep going. You got to be like, what's next? A lightsaber net? And like throw it at people.
Oh, they probably already had that. Lightsaber nunchucks, lightsaber pencils. I don't know.
Vibrators.
Lightsaber vibrator.
Oh my God.
Did you see that one?
Ugh.
I don't know if she wants me to show it. Did you see that one picture Chrissy shared in the FNT? And I said, well, that's Anakin's Immaculate Conception explained.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can describe it to you later. The crowd-pleasing reveal, though, is massively overshadowed by a potential massive story twist that might have ruined ahead of time. So I guess there was supposed to be some big twist with this show. I think the only big twist would be if it was good.
Hey.
But but I guess the big twist is the main character who's out there killing Jedi and possibly killing Carrie-Anne Moss in the first episode, which you can kind of tell from the.
Yeah, we've already discussed this because she leaves the place that she's fighting her victorious, so she's got to go, hasn't she?
I just like, I guess I was so unplugged with this that I thought the Carrie Mouse was gonna be in the whole fucking season, but it's just like, okay, one episode, damn, fine, whatever. If you wanna.
X-Ray Girl, did you find out the character's main name in this article? Oh, there it is. It's May. Yeah, I was asking you.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. It was ambiguous. I thought you were asking just a rhetorical question and then you answered it and thinking, oh, okay, he got it.
It's May. I figured it out. So it's important to know a character's main name for what I'm saying. So put up the screenshot. This is from Reddit. And again, it's been out there for a while. But this article just signal boosted it. And it turns out
Wait, this one, right?
the one that says I didn't do it. It's the one right before the article. There you go. So that is, they had the closed captions on for this trailer on Twitter. And it spoiled the name of the other character. So one actress is playing both parts. They're going to be twins. That's your big twist. That's your big twist. Borrowing from more EU lore. And we're going to have one good twin and one bad twin, and something about one of the twins was taken by the Jedi, one was left behind, and they're bitter. And like at this point, like them screwing up Star Wars lore should be absolutely expected and unsurprising to everyone. But that's from the trailer. So they have since like taken off. We could show the trailer real quick. X-Ray Girl.
Oh, they like turned off the subtitles now. Whatever.
Yeah, they've turned them off now. But it's already out there. And if that was your,
thankfully nobody cares.
I know nobody cares.
Anyway.
But how? I mean, like poor former Harvey Weinstein assistant Leslie Headland. That was your big twist at the end. No, it's the one from Twitter. Is this the one? I shared it in there. There we go.
All right, we ready?
Ready.
This is a fight that you will not win.
She's killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense.
Oh,
that's
it's a
Disney
whip.
Star Wars in a nutshell. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, he whipped.
They whip now.
It's purple.
Watch me whip.
It's purple.
Watch me nay. Anyways.
Purple. Evaded.
All the black Jedi have purple lightsabers.
Oh my god.
Hey man, it's the color I'd want.
I trained her.
Oh, that's not black.
Now
She's not black.
a
She's
student
green.
of the dark side. An acolyte.
I didn't do it. Believe me.
So that was her.
The
So whoopsie daisy.
acolyte.
We just ruined our whole show.
I'm gonna be
the twin?
completely honest. Had that not been the thing, the subtitle, and we just watched this, wouldn't we be like, oh yeah, because there'll be two of them?
There'll be
Yes,
two of them because
yes.
we all know about twins and all that kind of business because it's been done over and over
Yes.
in
I
Star
was about to
Wars.
say, not to like, not even just Star Wars, not to hate on the show too much, which I'm totally probably gonna do. Isn't it was a twin all along one of the most like classic twists of literature ever? Like,
Ever.
and like they warn against doing it because you gotta do it right if you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
yeah,
and
okay, I guess
I think it's obvious from that as well. Would be like, oh, well, that's going to be different person because the way that they're acting, it's going to be a completely different person. So
yeah, like we've seen stories before, like you know what I mean.
it's obvious.
Well,
It would have been obvious.
maybe the writers haven't seen stories before for this show, so they probably. So they probably are assuming that nobody else has either. Hey, there's going to be There's going to. Oh, whoa, I almost spoiled something. Never mind. Damn it, MauLer. I almost spoiled something for House of the Dragon for you. Woo! Glad I caught that. Glad I caught that. It's like, stop.
I like you say for me as if it wouldn't also spoil it
for the chat.
Well, I was going to say for our other hosts, but I guess it's a thing that they'll forget easier than I will, maybe.
Yeah, I would forget pretty easily, I think. I hope.
I believe you.
I mean, I normally would too if I had read
I'm
the book.
official.
I mean, to be fair.
Somehow I'm organized.
I meant to open today as well with a big old thank you to the audience for the plushies. They did all get.
They're funded.
All 4 funded and shall be with you in 3 months. Is it? Is that
in August?
Augusty time, yeah, Augusty, September time.
So excited!
Thank you for that.
Cheers! Thank you.
I'm gonna have 3 MauLers at home now. I think 4 with the pot.
I'm gonna have 4. Yeah, with the.
I got 1 big display case, and I have all of my plushies worshipping a marker, and it's getting crowded in there. Yeah, Dead Space.
Oh, okay.
I totally know who that was.
Like, thinking of Sharpie.
What color is
the
it?
Movie reference I'm missing.
But yeah,
is it purple?
Between trying to collect everybody's, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 2 ERs, I think 3 drinker ones, because he did one for his dog as well, I remember.
Yeah. And was it the Halloween one, I think?
The Terminator one.
Yeah. And then I've got my hot dog Az and Gandalf Gary as well. They'll have twins in there.
Mashad's just over there. Mashad came the other day.
This say out loud.
Crowded.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a lot of kids, so he actually came a lot.
Yeah.
I'll give myself one that. Fuck
Anyways.
I got one of Shad's kids over there, just sat there, yeah.
He won't miss him. It's like having one of Quarterback's kids. He has to do a head count every morning. Yeah. He has to do like roll call.
We only got 96. There's 1 missing.
One missing. Hey, you want to pull up the Variety article? Why Marvel is rebranding its television shows to eliminate confusion?
Oh, God, dear God, just stop. Just fucking stop. Please stop. Stop.
To eliminate the pressure. It's actually not confusion. The pressure to watch absolutely everything because there's anxiety out there. There's like, what the? Nobody, believe me, nobody has pressure to watch this stuff. Nobody's feeling the pressure. When they go to the movie, they're just exasperated, maybe, but not pressure.
I do have a friend who they watched Endgame, but they didn't watch anything in Phase 4 and 5. And they said they intend to watch the next Avengers film. And I was like, I don't know if you'll be confused. I actually can't even tell you because I have no idea if anything that we've seen in Phases 4 and 5 will even turn up. It's not like they tell us. I think when Ahsoka came out, they actually had a section on Disney Plus that was like, for lack of a better term, homework.
Yes.
Like you could watch this stuff.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, and so they might just do that as well, but I don't fucking know, man.
It's a lot of homework.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know about you guys, but if somebody from a company's giving me homework to watch a show, maybe they're putting out too much shit.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Possibly.
Just a thought.
Well, I was told by Bob Iger that they were going to focus on quality over quantity and slow down the production of films while they produce 6 more prequels or sequels for the rest of this year. When Agatha All Along, which is the official title for now.
Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares.
I would watch it if it's like Agatha's a bitch ass hoe. Like I would watch that.
Agatha gets her tits out.
Yeah.
now you've got my interest.
Yep.
The twins we wanted to see.
It premieres on D+ in September. The series will not open with the traditional Marvel Studios logo, as has been the case with almost every previous series from the Kevin Feige-led division since WandaVision premiered in 2021. God, that was a long time ago, 2021.
It's that meme
Wow.
from Saving Private Ryan where you get super old really quick.
Yes.
Just looking at these dates.
And that was just from watching the shows. So
yeah.
Instead, the company is rebranding its streaming efforts as Marvel Television for live action series and Marvel Animation for its animation shows, which launched with the just concluded first season of X-Men 97, the best thing they've done, quite frankly.
And the lowest thing that's been watched.
Yep, which, I mean, why do you think that is?
Go
on.
They're going to dump Agatha, right? Like, it's going to just...
They have to.
You know.
I hope so.
I don't know. They haven't said that yet.
That would be brutal. Absolutely. Well, how many episodes is it? Like 5?
It's meant to be 6 to 8, isn't it?
Oof.
Like, how much fucking stock are they putting in this thing? Because I guess it comes above Echo. I guess. I don't know what the hierarchy is here.
I don't. Daredevil was in Echo. I'm like,
before
we watched Echo, Daredevil and Kingpin were in Echo. So I think this puts it far above Agatha.
Yeah, no, that's
I totally
true.
forgot that he was.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know. There's nothing in Agatha, right? Like, there's no guest stars, or are there?
There's Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to see her in something weird, watch first couple of seasons of Legion. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, is Wanda gonna fucking show up in it? I don't know. I'm trying to think of Doctor Strange. I could probably get Benedict to record a green screen scene from his house.
Maybe
They gotta have something.
Maybe Mephisto will be in this one.
They don't know who that is, Gary. Like, why would they?
I know. There was a lot of pressure post Avengers Endgame on the public to feel obligated to watch absolutely everything in order to watch anything. And you know, it says Brian Winderbaum, Marvel head of streaming.
What?
And who put that fucking pressure on him? Dipshit.
Yeah.
So, but
like, that's just, who cares? Like, that's not even the problem at all. As if audiences are like, oh, I can't watch Agatha. I have too many of the things to watch. Oh, geez.
I lost my notes. My dog ate my MCU homework.
You know that anybody who's hanging on to this knows it back to front, right? Like the hyper, specifically MCU nerds. They probably know every single name of everything. They're like, I can't wait for the next thing. But like the people who are losing interest, it's specifically because of the fact that it's so shit. It's just like, there's only so many times you can go, and this applies to TV and film, watch a thing before you're like, well, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I should be spending my time with something else. And then you watch a show about some old dude in his farm, and you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. It's got the best characters, the best payoffs. It's got a pretty good message, you know, bureaucracy and what the farmers have to go through. They make very little money. It's a way of life, and they want to continue doing it, but the government's making it harder and harder for them. It's a great story. Don't get me started. I'll just talk about it the rest of the day. So as somebody who has gone over Doctor Strange Mom with a fine-tooth comb, did you really need to watch WandaVision?
What the fuck?
What the heck was that?
As farted.
That was a behind the scenes summoning a sandworm in June.
So
No. Can a fart do this?
Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
What the fuck?
A talented fartician could definitely do that.
Wow. Yeah, that face is not helping.
Okay, hold on, all right.
Oh, I think he just started.
Better check your pants after that one.
I think so.
Sounded a little dry, but I mean, you know,
They fart now.
They fart now. I mean, that describes this. So where was I? Oh, MauLer, you watched Doctor Strange Mom a couple times. Probably. You went over it. Yeah. Did you need to see WandaVision to see Doctor Strange Mom? Like, really need to?
It's the same with fucking every project. If you see anything that came before, it makes it worse, not better, every time. Because you're like, wait, but what about this? The meme that everyone does, everyone, and I mean people who love the fucking shit, say this. What about the giant person statue thing that sticks out of the earth? Nobody's addressing it. It's like, yeah, the little creature that was like born in the center of the earth, it was climbing out of it, and that's not come up ever again. She-Hulk made fun of that. It's like, yeah, they don't give a shit about continuity. The idea that everybody has to do it, that we're all sitting here like, oh gosh, we've got to make sure we see all these things. We want to understand the next things. Like, the writers haven't even seen what came before. Why do you think that like it would be a necessary? This is just cope. It's like, oh, this is why things aren't going as well lately. It's like, yeah, this is it, buddy. This is the one.
I think they're doing their projects in almost like a secluded window, so they don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, it is compartmentalized. That is a fact.
Oh well,
and it's not meant to be
that with the Marvels and Secret Invasion, right?
Yes.
Those two projects may as well have not known each other existed.
Yes.
They don't make sense together at all.
No. So as MauLer said, just to repeat it, it's actually worse if you watch the D+ shows before the movies. It doesn't help at all. And part of the reason was I just mentioned that like it was compartmentalized, but that wasn't by choice. It was by pure incompetence. So Kevin Feige was spread way too thin. They're blaming it all on Chapek, but it's Kevin Feige. Like he could have said no. He could have said no. We're not going to put this out. It's not good for our brand. He has that kind of power now. He didn't, and he put all this stuff out, and the writers weren't talking to each other. There was no like show. Some showrunners have a Bible, right? Straczynski had something like that for Babylon 5. They don't have any map. They don't have any Bible. They didn't know where they were going. They just know next project and the title.
Gary, sorry. We're talking about Marvel, not Star Wars.
Same thing. What's the meme? The same picture? That's the same thing.
Corporate says it's the same thing.
Corporate says it's the same thing. Yeah. So that's why one of the many reasons it sucks. Part of the rebranding was a signal to the general audience that we're creating a lot of options. Are you? Are you creating? I think one of those options is leaving.
But he has
going outside.
Honest question. What options are you creating? Watch, don't watch.
And you can follow your tastes within this brand. Taste. Oh, I truly do think they were embarrassed because when the 5-year anniversary of Endgame came around, it got a lot of people talking about, man, those are better times. And they were like, oh shit. They are legitimately trying to turn things around with what they have, which I don't think will be possible. I could be wrong. I don't think it'll be possible. They put out Wolverine Deadpool tickets for sale yesterday.
Yeah.
Like 2 months. So they're feeling pretty good about this movie.
Did you see that that statement that Ryan Reynolds made about the film recently?
People were talking about it yesterday, and I did not. Let's hear it, MauLer.
So, well, yeah, and, just pause me whenever you want, 'cause it's kind of long. Well, yeah, it's just like 3 paragraphs. He says, and he speaks this out as well, so I'm just reading the text for him. He says, we're very excited to be joining you July 26th, but we should set the table correctly. This film is as paper thin as a sequel to Battlefield Earth. We're mostly... which is kind of funny, yeah. We're mostly going to beat each other senseless, make enemies with Disney, and tell a few dick jokes. Make a few jokes at my expense, make a lot of jokes at Hughes' expense, and completely sidestep Marvel's mandated after-credits sequence, which, if you haven't figured it out yet, is always a commercial for another movie, which invariably will end with another commercial for another movie. So sit back, relax, let us lower your IQ and raise your heart rate while we travel to a vapid dreamland, a place where grown men and grown women walk around in tights and act like it's not a giant cultural cry for help. This is cinema.
I like it already.
They're trying to lean into it, right?
Yeah.
As best they can. It would have been funnier if he said a lot of jokes at Disney's expense. That would, not some, like all the jokes should be at Disney's expense. If you want to turn things around, you roast everything you've done over the last 2 years, and maybe a couple things from phase 1 and 2 and 3, but definitely 4 and 5. I mentioned it in my video. I was like, it'd be funny if he's traveling the multiverse and he just goes to all female world and just gets the shit kicked out of him by like every different kind of female version of Deadpool or something, you know, it'd be funny. That would be funny. I don't know. How did you take that, MauLer?
I don't know. I don't exactly know how to take it. A lot of people said like, "Don't take it seriously; it's just a joke." And I was like, "Well, but like I mean, I was like, what would the joke be at that point?"
Never has truer word been spoken
Yes.
than in jest.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what's the joke? As like,
Yeah.
is it the
He's
statement?
just telling facts. Yeah.
Because like to me, it really does feel just like a hey, we want to have some fun. We know things have not been great. It's just like, okay, yeah, sure.
That's how it came across to me. It's like it came across to me like we just want this fun. This movie's just going to be stupid fun because you're starved of it.
Yeah, the director came out and really, as nicely as he could, bashed what came before. He's all, over the past couple of years, Marvel movies have just not been landing the way they used to. That's a very nice way of saying they all sucked.
But shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But let's hear more of this, Cope. So where was I rebranding it? Some will be more dramatic. Some will be animated. Some will be live action. So he's just telling us the different types of shows they're making. You're saying nothing right now. Marvel is more than just one thing. Not necessarily. Well, Marvel Comics was, but not Disney Marvel. It is actually many different genres that just happen to coexist in a single narrative. That's what comic books were. That's not what the MCU is. Just because you're coming out with your first freaking rated R movie, don't talk like you're like, oh, we're doing different genres now. When Marvel Studios first launched into streaming, Feige made the point, a point to note that shows were part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and their storylines would be integrated with the feature films. The events of 2021's WandaVision carried over to 2022's Doctor Strange. No, it didn't. It didn't.
No.
So moving forward, let's get to the bottom. However, Marvel intends to de-emphasize. Audiences have to come to see the 46, has to de-emphasize those connections, as some audiences have come to see the 46 titles that currently make up the MCU. 46 titles.
I don't.
Vast majority of those came out in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
That currently make up the MCU as a barrier of entry. The characters still live and breathe in the same universe, but the interconnectivity is not so rigid that you need to watch Project A to understand Project B. MauLer, has their interconnectivity ever been rigid?
Rigid. It's funny. I remember phases 1 and 2, like the major criticism, I don't know if you guys remember, was like, first, villains. We need better villains. They're too much like kind of like hollow mirrors of the heroes. It'll be like, it's Iron Man but evil, or blah 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 with evil. And another thing was like, it's kind of annoying in Winter Soldier that Iron Man doesn't show up. It's kind of annoying in Iron Man that Cap isn't mentioned at all, considering the president is, it was like, where's the continuity? Which is crazy because looking back, it was immense the amount of continuity we had back then compared to now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like worlds apart. So the idea that like it's too rigid, it's never been too rigid.
No.
Do you know what this article is actually about, Gary?
Cope?
You'd work it. No. You'd work it out. You'd work it out if you're given just a few minutes to think about it. This article's been written because next year we're going to get Ironheart, and later this year we're going to get Agatha, which has been also filmed years ago. So they're essentially saying we're putting out a bunch of shit that we filmed years ago, which isn't going to continuity-wise make sense now because everything is completely out of order. So we're just going to come up with some fucking bullshit to say, oh no, we're making it easier for you, when actually it's a way for us to dump the shit that we made and haven't been able to put out.
Yes, and Bob Iger said as much in the last earnings call. He said, we're going to have some stuff that's held over from that era of trying to put too much on streaming. In other words, we're going to have some shit coming out. and we have to put it out. But this is where they go way wrong. The characters still live and breathe in the same universe, but the interconnectivity is not that rigid that you need to watch Project A to understand Project B, Winterbomb says. There's the hope is that, by the way, hope is not a strategy. Like the comics, you can just pop in anywhere and have a satisfying experience. That it hasn't been that way in the comics for years, because in the comics, they made the same mistakes. They made mistakes that you're making now, including relaunching everything with the #1 to try to bring in this constant chase for new readers, which is something they didn't need to do for their first 4 to 5 decades. And then the relaunch of #1s with the variants just got to ridiculous levels. So comics haven't been the most accessible thing for a while now because of that. And you kept changing the continuity and making everybody gay. We're trying to dispel the idea. We're trying to dispel the idea that you need to do any kind of setup work to watch anything else. Marvel will also maintain the separate, because the banners are going to make the difference. But forget reading this. Fuck, it's the banners. See that Marvel Animation, Marvel Television, Marvel. That's what they think Marvel is. Marvel, they think it's the logo.
No, to be fair, that was going to be our first topic today, was how I couldn't keep watching shit if they didn't change the banner. I was like, guys, I know you guys have experienced the same thing. It's really the banner that's the problem. It's nothing to do with the writing.
No. But that's how they approach it. They approach it as brand when it's actually a brand with characters, and only a certain amount of characters that actually push that brand. One of them you don't even have the rights to, Disney, but they just think it's the word Marvel. And if we put spotlight in animation, people will know the difference between live action and animation. They wouldn't know it without the banner.
We're dumb, Gary. We're really fucking stupid and retarded.
I'm just picturing fucking Agatha tanks and then Captain Falcon 4 tanks. And then they go back to the boardroom, panicking, I thought it was the banner.
You said the banner would fix it.
You lied to us.
That is such a fucking corporate decision. The banner. We're going to change the banner. That'll make everything cool. So why don't you just put the banner up? You don't need to watch this to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Put that fucking banner up. Oh.
Remember just a couple of years ago when the Eternals and all that dog shit was coming out? And
I remember all the lives it saved.
And we just started to get things from the press like, oh my God, I just came out of the Eternals. And that post-credit scene. And you're like, what?
What about the movie?
What about the film? Oh, but that post-credit scene.
Oh, dude, there were, I know this is true, there were people who went to see the Marvels just to see the post-credit scene to see how many X-Men showed up. That was it. That's all they were interested in.
Good news.
One.
A very bad CGI Kelsey Grammer.
Yes. I was trying to remember what the post-credit scene was from the Eternals.
I had to think for a sec.
Yeah, it's Mahershala Ali's voice with Kit Harington as the Black Knight getting his sword.
Oh. Which was the post-credit then where what was Chang-Chi's?
It was Captain Marvel, Bruce Banner with
Sling on. Yeah. Oh.
46 titles. 46 titles.
Isn't it funny though? They're just they're commercials for other movies. It's what the fuck movie was that even an ad for? The one with, because it is Captain Marvel and it's holographic Bruce Banner, which didn't even match the last time we saw him, right?
No, because he was Professor Hulk.
Yeah,
and now he's Bruce Banner in a sling.
Then there was She-Hulk.
And then he could control it again. Then he's Professor Hulk again in that.
Yep.
I don't care.
But he wasn't Professor Hulk when he was in the car when she crashed it because she's a woman driver.
And apparently, if they really didn't get into it, if your blood gets it, like some Hulk blood gets into an open cut, you become the Hulk.
Yeah, apparently so.
Simple as that.
Oh my god.
Not only do you become, you get to be a Hulk that has just like no drawbacks too.
And remember, the Hulk,
Better.
the Hulk, if you go back to it within the MCU, was an attempt to recreate Captain America, which was taken from the Ultimate Comics. It was a failed attempt to recreate Captain America super serum.
Which they did
Yeah.
maintain in the MCU, didn't they? They give that quick history and I'm trying to remember. Is that in Incredible Hulk the movie, and then it's also repeated in Avengers?
I think it's repeated in the Avengers, but it's definitely from the Incredible Hulk. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hey, real quick.
Hey, when's She-Hulk season 2 dropping?
Any minute now.
Okay.
Any minute now.
Everyone
When's
loves
the Eternal sequel dropping?
Shang-Chi sequel. It's still in the works, according to Shang-Chi, according to X-Ray Girl.
Oh, I forgot about
Marvel's.
that.
I thought you were Marvel's Katie. Yeah.
I'm actually both. That's like racist that you don't think I'm both.
Sorry.
Just can't keep track of what is and isn't racist anymore.
Phobe, isn't it a phobic more than a racist?
Yeah, you're all isms and icks right now.
Icks.
Phobics? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
When's Ant-Man 4?
Any minute now.
When's Doctor Strange 3? Which is probably going to happen, actually. That's the one that probably will happen.
When's
Doctor
Black
Strange 3.
Widow? I'm alive.
Oh. Well.
Hey, what is it?
Too bad.
Is it not the Thunderbolts? No, it's in Black Falcon Captain America. We're going to get Marvel's Ruth.
Who the fuck is that?
There was a
Who's
toy.
Ruth?
There was a toy. It's Sabra or Sabra. I don't know. Sabra. It's the Israeli superhero.
What?
We've got too many
that's gonna
fucking
go
heroes.
Well, okay. Her costume in the comics is she's basically Captain Israel, right? So she's got the Israeli flag. So they're
Oh my
dialing
God.
that down, and she's got. There was some toy somebody showed, and it was on. I think it was on Flashcast. And she's got like some green uniform on, and they're just gonna call her Ruth. They're just gonna call her.
I
Ruth.
know.
Just an idea for people.
I know it's practically a fucking meme at this point, but how can they keep machine gunning in new characters when they've had to like jettison fucking 60% of the new characters that have come in?
I
You
can't
think
keep up.
which one's gonna land? Hey, which ones? I'll give you
Yeah,
a
which
hint.
is
Fucking
finally
none.
which
Marvel,
will be the one.
I dare you to go with that costume. I freaking dare you to go with that costume. Come on.
And her partner would be Captain Palestine.
No, I joked on Flashcast that they're going to make Magneto Palestinian.
We're laughing, but you never know with them.
Anyhow.
I just realized, like, I was just complaining about introducing new characters. They plan to introduce X-Men, like, as a whole faction soon enough.
It is going to be a shit show, dude.
X them.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are gonna stop. They're gonna completely forget what characters they even have in this universe. Like, remember Gaia? No way anyone remembers Gaia.
I remember Gaia. If you want to
The most powerful creature in the universe right now, and they won't remember her. She won't even fucking return. I guarantee it.
they'll have her come back to, like, at the end of Endgame 2 Ender Game, when she comes and kicks Galactus. Endgamerer. And she comes back and kicks Galactus in the balls or something.
I like Amelia Clarke.
I do
as
too.
a person, but my God, she is apparently the Undertaker of Game of Thrones, Star Wars.
She needs to be in a sitcom, like a British sitcom, rom-com
sitcom.
That's her speed. Like, let her do that.
Maybe
let her
some
play another
biopic of some
incredibly
variety.
powerful 4'5" lady. That's gonna be
Like
it's fucking
suplexing
insane.
300-pound dudes. Like,
But like what I was trying to get at was just the unfortunate nature of she has to keep just watching the franchise she joins up and becomes a part of burn around her. It's like, yes, I'm a part of. It's been great. Game of Thrones. Remember the clip, right? The best season ever clip.
Oh yeah.
How could we forget?
You can't feel nothing but bad for it. And then you have Terminator, which like the one she was a part of famously was
that I forgot about. That I keep forgetting. I was like, they actually made something worse than Genesis. They made Dark Fate.
That's the thing. She was like, why did you cast her as Sarah Connor? What were you thinking?
You remember James Cameron gave endorsed both movies, by the way, and wrote Dark Fate.
He wants to give Ridley Scott a run for his money on destroying their own franchise. Sad. And then she joins Marvel for one of the worst installments being Secret Invasion. It's like people in chat will be like, what do you mean one of the worst installments? It's like one of the 20. It's like, yeah, well, I mean,
it is. I mean, she became like, when the whole MCU meme was building up, she became the poster child for it, which was fucking hilarious. But that ending was something else.
Oh God, yeah. When she blasted him with her laser powers, and I remember all of us were just like, is he dead?
He's got the same powers.
Yeah. Like,
they both have the same powers, and he's a foot taller than her. And I like...
because Fury
and I can't remember a thing.
Fury collected everyone's blood on the battlefield of Endgame. That's why.
Yes, he ran around, collected everybody's blood, put it in one vial together, the DNA, and hid it in a gravestone.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like the real Nick Fury would have separated that and hid it in multiple, like hiding it in a gravestone that's kind of Nick Fury, but putting it in one vial together that you can just shoot up into a scroll and just happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how blood works.
It's not how the super scroll works either. So, what a waste of one of the fucking. The scrolls would have been the best. That could have been your next big bad. The scrolls.
And Gary, we could have fixed everything because all the characters were scrolls. It was a horrible scroll.
Any character you did genuinely fuck, you could make a scroll and fix it. So, yeah.
Well, that would mean there would all be scrolls.
Exactly. I would have gone all the way. Skrulls and Mephisto puppeteering everything.
Exactly. And the Skrulls are just fighting each other because they didn't get the memo. They're like, oh, wait, shit. We're fighting each other.
They're on the same planet that Doctor Who boom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
God,
Mephisto would be a great villain, too.
Well, not under this fucking regime.
I can't think of why they don't use them other than maybe China or something. I don't fucking know. I don't think China plays into anything anymore, though. Really.
I mean, there's practically a fucking bet going on of whether or not they'll do Galactus, Doom, or Mephisto next.
Well, Galactus
has been cast. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, didn't they talk about how Doctor Doom was on his way as well?
Yeah, Doctor Doom has to be on his way. Like,
yeah,
the fact that Galactus is coming before Doctor Doom and Silver Surfer, especially as a female Silver Surfer, is fucking retarded. So, I wouldn't get your hopes up for this.
No, well, that's the thing. Like, it's just funny to speculate. It's like, oh, this guy.
Yep.
And then finally they arrive, and you're like, ugh.
Didn't they cast that girl from Russian Doll? That's going to be Doctor Doom. I joke, kind of. They said it's a mystery part. I'm like, it's fucking Doctor Doom.
It's fine. Gaia can take out Doctor Doom
with a strong arm.
Yes, with
a Drax arm.
Trying to fucking morph Dave Bautista's arm onto Amelia Clark's arm. Like, what did you expect that to look like, you idiots?
Yes.
But the good news is she gives awesome hand jobs.
Sometimes you give her hand jobs.
The best part, this can't be undersold.
No, stop.
Oh. Hey, maybe those awesome hand jobs come through DNA like the tattoos did in the rings.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a Quicksilver hand job or something like that. So.
Remember when Star-Lord said his ship looked like a Jackson Pollock painting?
Yes. God, that was different times, man.
Long ago.
Different
In a
times.
galaxy far, far
That's 10 years ago.
Jeez.
Coming up this August. That's 10
Yeah.
years ago.
That's insane.
That's also how far away they are. But hey, don't worry. We're getting less stuff this year. Gonna get less stuff. Less
What a
stuff.
relief.
Thank God.
Yeah. The only reason we're getting less stuff is because even Disney Marvel, have deemed none of it fit to be released. None of it.
Yeah, you don't want to get a Human
Ironheart's
Torch.
been ready for a year and a half.
Who in the hell's offering up a Human Torch hand job in the chat? Come on, guys.
Oh, ow.
Do you think Marvel's slowly getting to where Star Wars is, where they're just too afraid to release anything? Like,
Yes. Like, they
a few
pushed the
TV shows
Acolyte.
out, that'll keep 'em busy.
Well, that's what this year is. They pushed the Acolyte out as far as they could. Ironheart is going to come out like a full 2 years after it's been filmed.
Yeah, they reckon September of next year.
Yeah.
Nearly 2 years after it's been finished.
I'm like, what
finish
feasible
filming.
future does that character have? Does any of those characters have? It's like, if you were that girl who thinks she has the opportunity of a lifetime, right, playing a character that's going to succeed in a sense, Iron Man or whatever, and then the show comes out, nobody gives a shit, and then Marvel like, we'll call you. And that's it.
How'd you sell it to us? You approach her, say, hey, Marvel here would like you to play Ironheart in the MCU. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Can you tell me about Ironheart, please? Who is she? Well, she's like a woke discount, hideous piece of shit Iron Man that nobody likes and nobody buys the comics and has absolutely no relevance whatsoever. And why are you bringing her into the MCU? Oh, so that it will have exactly the same reaction that it has in the comics and die immediately.
Do you think people, when her show comes out, will be like, "Oh wow, this is an interesting new character," and then be like, "No, she was in Black Panther 2." They'll be like, "Black Panther 2."
There was a Black Panther 2? There was a second Black Panther? Yeah. Namor was in it. What? Namor was introduced into the MCU? What?
No, I knew there's a character called Namor.
It was funny watching X-Men 97 and seeing Victoria Alonso's name come right before Bo DeMayo's. I'm like, fired.
Fired. Yeah, fired and fired. Yeah.
Fired and
Wow.
fired.
Fired and fired.
Hey, you know who else got fired? Bunch of people at Pixar.
Yay.
Bunch of people at
surprised?
Pixar. No. This is all part of the hey, don't worry, shareholders who all voted to keep Bob Iger CEO. This was a planned firing of people. Okay? We were going to plan fire, like Pixar, which used to be the money printing machine for Disney, is now suffering the largest layoffs in its history, or herstory, however you want to look at it with Disney. Emeryville, California. I've actually been to Pixar. It's pretty amazing place, or was. Major Pixar layoffs, long expected. So, hey, don't worry, shareholders. We totally expected. By the way, that makes shareholders happy. Layoffs actually make shareholders happy. Long expected, now underway in restructuring, exclusive. Roughly 14% of the workforce is cut as part of Disney's company-wide cost-cutting measures. The move is the biggest reduction in Pixar's history. Now, the first thing you got to ask yourself is, if you're going to fire 14% of the people and still run the company anyway, what the fuck were they doing there? So that's a lot of big tech. Look at Twitter. What's the percentage of people that got fired from Twitter? It was massive, right?
85, wasn't it? Like that.
And like it ran bad for like a day. And it wasn't even terrible. So today, leadership at the storied company that traces its origins to the late Steve Jobs and was bought by Disney in 2006 will notify employees of the reduction. They're fired. The Hollywood Reporter has learned it is the biggest restructuring in Pixar's history, although top leadership isn't impacted. Oh, the management's not impacted. Oh,
Thank God for that.
Thank God. We wouldn't want some homeless executive walking the streets of Oakland.
Who's going to cash their bonus checks then?
Yep. Approximately 14% of Pixar's workforce, or around 175 employees, will get let go. But that's a lot, by the way. Before the reductions, approximately 1,300 people work at the animation studio. The layoffs are part of Disney Chief Bob Iger's overarching mandate to return to a focus on quality versus churning out content for streaming, which was a priority for his short-lived successor, Bob Chapek. Blaming Bob Chapek. So haven't you wondered, like, I'm sure Bob Chapek has an NDA, but he's been awfully quiet.
I just like the idea that he gets a fucking royalty whenever someone blames him. He's like,
I think
"Yep,
he does.
That's what I agree.
I think this is all a setup for him to get blamed. So Bob Chapek was in charge for a couple years, but only really in charge for about 11 months. Bob Iger was still chairman of the board for many, many of those months. And Bob Chapek could not have greenlit all the shit we have seen in that 11 months. Bob Iger signed off on all this shit. This is all his shit. And this guy wanted to be president. He would have been a great politician. He bailed out right before COVID. And now he's blaming Chapek for everything, who's been gone for a year. Pixar employees have known since January that the layoffs were coming. If there's some solace to be had, it's that reductions are less than 20% reported in January by some news outlets, nor is Pixar being singled out. If somebody knew they were on the bubble since January, I hope they were looking for another job. I do. And believe me, you know if you're on the bubble in a place like this. You do. The once invincible animation studio suffered a major setback by producing a bunch of shit. Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't say that. During the pandemic era, when the Chapek regime decided to send Luca, Coco, and Turning Red straight to Disney Plus. Because they would have done well in the theaters? No.
Turning Red. I remember that famously getting like minced. I never saw it, but like did not look like it was a good one. Not that that's surprising. Pixar haven't made a good one in a while.
No, and they're hinging their hopes on Inside Out 2 and Toy Story 5.
And Frozen 3, right? Isn't that on the way as well?
Oh, God. That's not Pixar, but yes.
Yeah. It's just that like it feels like it's all a part of this same package of panicking, of like, we got to bring out the big guns, you know? Got to get all of our sequel boys out there, which is funny because it's like, that's not going to save you.
No. Frozen 3, let it go harder.
It's so sad. It's like, why do you think these things worked in the first place? They weren't sequels when they were first made. How did you do it? What was the key, guys?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Magic?
It's a mystery, MauLer. All I remember is I worked at Chrysler in Corte Madera, and the fucking Muzak played that fucking Let It Go song over and over again. And I never saw the movie. I fucking hate the movie. I fucking hate it for that song.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hate it. Okay, we can get rid of this. Pixar, people going, Disney's doing great, everybody. Disney's doing great. Almost as great as.
Also, yeah, so I just saw someone mention it in chat. Coco feels weird to be put with the others. When did Coco come out?
That's a good question. I wonder if I didn't see
Let me
Coco.
check quick. Yeah, because I remember liking Coco. 2017. It's a bit weird it's not really of the same era, you know?
No, that's when things were starting to like there was still good stuff coming out in 2017, but that's when things started going south, entertainment-wise. Because they were preparing for streaming. So they were preparing for streaming back when I was working in Hollywood. I've told the story before. It started out, they wanted to make set-top boxes, right? They thought that was going to be the thing, but then they diverted that into streaming. But I knew somebody who had worked at Netflix and went over to Disney to start on Disney Plus back in 2013 and 14. So they have been working on it for a long time. Long time. I didn't see Coco though. So it was good.
Not like, well, that the kind of good that I wouldn't have recommended it. So, you know, I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe I need to give it a rewatch. But I'm pretty sure it's better than fucking like Seeing Red or anything. You know, what was it? Turning Red.
Was that the CD Projekt Red reward scheme for women?
Ha 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 ha. See what you did there.
You know,
I saw
X-Ray
what you
Girl,
did
courtesy laughs are worse than laughs.
They actually are.
That was my best fake laugh.
Gary has
You're
no
welcome.
idea what I'm going on about.
Oh, no.
Exactly. Pro fucking gamer.
No, I just wasn't listening to what you said. I was.
Eh.
The hell were you doing?
I was gonna drink.
Oh, good.
I don't
Blood
care.
of- oh, mine's done.
I don't give a fucking rat's ass about Disney Pixar.
Oh, I don't either, really. Gamer Sups.
Oh, that's the shirt.
This is the shirt I was
You're
supposed to
talking
show last night on my gaming stream where my camera decided not to work. So they sent this shirt with some anime
Yeah.
chick. Gamer Sups.
Ooh, I like it.
Meat
The
Canyon.
chat, by the way, are very pro Coco.
Yeah, like everybody seems to like Coco. So I haven't seen it, but it seems to be
That's why I thought it was interesting. that
Well
it was paired
received.
with Turning Red and Luca. It feels like I'm not sure what the.
And name is
Whatever.
Luca.
I do have a comic to show off. Wait, a
I never
magazine.
found a second floor.
With the glasses.
Ooh.
Look at this. With the 3D glasses.
I have this to show. This
I
is
got
what
this.
bought.
I got this at Nelco Comics, by the way, here in San Antonio. Go check it out. They have back issues.
I bought this old school Lego set because I used to have
Dude.
this as a kid.
I want to get Baron Doer play set.
Baron Doom. Dude.
Dude, that looks fucking awesome. By the
Gary,
way,
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I convinced as it was Tower of Babel for a second.
you did.
Like,
You did.
I was very tired that day. I was under a lot of pressure.
Oh,
fair.
right.
I had no bathroom. I had been whore bathing it in the sink. I've been having barely any sleep for days. I was going stir crazy.
Let's see where we're. That's not right. It's not even coming up now.
But I also want a Lego Tower of Babel.
I mean, why not? Get several, stack them.
Yeah, boy. Then you have the Leaning Tower of Babel.
The
Baron Harkonnen Dur.
I was just checking if the Rings of Power ratio has gotten past 500,000.
Oh.
has it?
I don't know.
Imagine there was just like
Do
a
you want me to
rule
check?
of
I'm
if the
checking
ratio
right
was
now.
bad enough,
Yes,
they
it's
wouldn't
over
let
500,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Dang.
Show. Could you pull that up, X-Ray Girl? We have made it 507,000 dislikes.
Yeah. Oh, dear goodness. And the comments section's still active.
It is,
Holy.
and it's just
Gold
gotten
of
better.
them.
And if you're
Galadriel, no man can fool me. Sauron puts on wig. I am no man.
I am no man.
Oh, that's
Aw.
a shame.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh well. It's going to be interesting when that overlaps with House of the Dragon. They're going to do it for a week and a half. So I think the penultimate episode is before the premiere, and then House of the Dragon finale on the 16th. We're only a few days away from the Acolyte, unfortunately.
How many?
I think 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
weeks.
jeez.
We're under a
And
month
it's
away from
weekly,
House of the
too.
Dragon.
Can't just like watch it all at once. Get it over with.
It do
Oh, no.
becoming
How
I
long
think-
are the episodes? Like 10 minutes.
Maybe. It's funny, the X-Men 97 episodes will probably be longer. But yeah, I don't know how many episodes there are in the season. I don't know if it's 6 or 8. It's probably 8.
Wasn't one of the, if you took out the end credits from She-Hulk, wasn't one of the episodes about 18 minutes long or 17 minutes long?
Oh yeah, that's the show that had varying episode length, which is so odd.
WandaVision as well. WandaVision had like fucking 3/4 credits sometimes. It was insane.
It's crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
And then there'd be like 3 episodes, and then on the 4th episode, somebody go, "Oh, do you see the end credit scene?" You're like, what? There hasn't been one.
Yeah, which one? You're like mid credits. Like there's like 4 credits. Which mid?
They spent more money on the end credits than the actual show.
Well, that was always the weird thing. So they would have like a hyper edited CGI fest of credits, and then the normal credits come in, and you're just like, why did you do that for like 15 minutes of TV? And is there some like what was the deal with that? Why did that start happening? The really expensive credits like craze. I'm not sure when it started, but it's like in every Disney thing now, right?
You mean the credits themselves?
The first set, it's always like a hyper stylized, expensive looking.
That started a long time ago, like 2008 or 9, I want to say. It's when God, I want to say Star Trek, the Jar Jar one, but they were doing it before. It's when the technology got better. When the technology got better, they started doing it more. But it's been going on for a while.
Is it like provably a thing that makes your movie perform better? Like, why is everyone doing it?
I don't know. I do miss the days of just cut the black, and you have normal credits.
Because I was just thinking, like, Infinity War didn't do it, right? Because that was like a serious ending where they didn't want to.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was just like a very straightforward black screen and very like somber ending with music as well.
Well, Game of Thrones did that the best. They would just end, and it would be these credits. Remember at the end of Hard Home, after Jon Snow's looking at the Night King, and then like you could still hear
setting up their inevitable battle to the death.
To the death that never happens. But all the dead people stand up, right? And it's just dead silent. But they let the sound continue as the credits go on. You can just hear the water. It was so good. It was so good.
Did anyone here watch Midnight Mass?
No,
but I heard it's really good.
I mean, I'd probably recommend it. I got particularly annoyed with how it ended, but that's not gonna take away from the fact that it's a pretty big season filled with expert storytelling. Drinker fucking loved it, from what I remember. But I was just gonna mention that there's an episode with not spoiling anything, ends with something horrifying happening to a character, and she screams, and then it I can't remember if it cuts or fades to the credits. And like the fucking, executive producer, writer is coming up, and you just keep hearing her screaming in the background for the rest of the scene. Like it's one of the most like harrowing credits ever, because you just have to listen to her in agony while the names are coming up for like that was the end of the episode, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
good stuff.
It's one and done, that show. Might be worth checking out.
Sure.
You might like it.
Isn't he
Gary,
doing...
you especially, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's an element to it that I think you'd find particularly interesting.
I'll watch it. I've got time. There's been like nothing coming out, so I started watching shows I wasn't even sure about, just because fuck. We got the Acolyte coming up, so, and then Rings of Power after that. I want to see something good. Where was I? Wait,
what? Dude.
What?
Dude.
What?
I gotta share this. What the fuck is your president smoking? You ready?
Oh no.
He's smoking meth.
Okay, hold on. This is nuts.
I say to every young man thinking of getting marrying a family of 5 or more daughters.
Huh?
I did. My wife's the oldest of 5 sisters. You know why? One of them will always love you. Not the same one. One of them will always be on your side.
What is going on?
Can we get subtitles for that? What the fuck did he just say?
He said, if you're thinking about getting married to a family with 4 to 5 daughters, because one of them will always love you.
Okay, well.
Okay. Is it just a sake? I don't want to go.
Man, I can't tell this story. Mrs. Nerdrotic might be. Well, she knew how I was back when I was a teenager. Let's just say, back in the day, girlfriend cheated on me, so I cheated on her with her sister. So I mean, there's yeah.
Told that story before.
Yeah.
Carrie.
Good boy. That's how you do it.
God.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That'll learn her.
That'll learn. Well, things went south from there, but I digress.
You know what? I figured it would all get better, but
it didn't get better.
Wow.
It didn't get better.
That solved the problem.
Yeah. Oh, for a little while. Giggity. You want to get to soups?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, wait. One thing I was curious, and I'm gonna keep an eye on chat for it as well. But the list is pretty much finalized for what's going to happen for next DFAP, which I mentioned on the previous one. Hopefully, Az will be there for us as long as he's available. But
as long as I can,
you won't be able to make it, Gary. Who would you hope to see in this selection? There's 198 contestants, so basically people in a big fight. So like, who would you want to see?
Like
there?
the 1v1 fights. Oh, I can do a Q&A if you want.
Well, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on chat, see what people say they want to see. But just for reference, right? It's a tournament bracket of basically characters from all of fiction. So you can expect people like Indiana Jones, Wolverine, fucking, I don't know,
Gandalf.
Maybe. Yeah. So who would you want to make sure is in there?
Templeton Peck from the A-Team.
I don't even know who that is.
Faceman.
Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Thomas Magnum.
The inventor of the condom.
The fall guy. Hey, by the way, which comes out Colt Seavers, which comes out on streaming today.
Is it today?
That's bad.
Oh, wow.
So it's VOD. You can rent it today.
It's a fun film.
It is. I'm gonna show it to my brother-in-law tonight. So I'm like, you want to go see it in the theater? It's like, no, we could see it at home tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually might rent it tonight and watch
Theaters are fucked. They are so fucked.
Stop putting shit out.
The good news is Lord of the Rings is pretty, in my general area, is pretty much sold out. All 3 shows are sold out.
Wow, I'm so jelly. I want to go see it in theaters.
Well, I slept on the ticket, so I have to go to like a theater a little farther away to get the better seats. But no big deal.
I was hoping that the big cinema in Leeds would show the Transformers first 4 episodes to celebrate the 40th, but they're not.
Is that the one we saw, Equalizer 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good movie.
Yeah, that was a good film.
It was fun.
I'm just gutted I was fucking AIDS'd up thanks to QBG.
Quarterback, he just walks around with that pocket full of AIDS everywhere he goes.
He's not affected. He's got 58,000 kids.
Oh, dude.
He's like a fucking ground zero.
Gary, when Jared Clarkson opened up his pocket, he was like, did something just throw up in my pocket? Like, what?
I know. It was all those biscuits he let melt, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
He's like, a pig got sick in my pocket. Oh, how fucked up is it when you find out like all the piglets, like a bunch of them just fucking die because fat mom just crushes them to death.
Literally, it was like trying to spoil it. Never
What?
mind, it's fine. Hey, it's a story. That's what the TV show is.
There's other stuff. Sorry. Go watch it.
This is the stuff.
I've only been recommending it for about a fucking year on this channel. So what are you waiting for?
Oh,
You're right.
hey, Mark Millar's daughter.
Yes.
Got a Kickstarter.
Yes. This is kind of adorable. You got Mark MauLer out there pushing his daughter for her Kickstarter comic. It's pretty cool. We like Mark here. He's a cool dude.
We got a link.
He's a real one.
I did not get a link, but I can look for it.
I can give you
unless
a link.
you have it.
It's in my Twitter.
Oh,
which
I
you have
found
access
it. I
to.
think.
Yeah.
Emily Brooks Miller.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. So, as told by rats and Be More Gus, it's a graphic novel and debut one. Nice.
Did you add it to the screen?
Oh no, I didn't. It's okay. This boomerism, it really spreads quick.
No, it's bimboism in your case. So
It's more than She-Hulk when she spreads her. Wait, never mind.
bimbo power.
All right, there we go.
Mark just interviewed his daughter on MauLer Time. MauLer Time. So go
Cute.
check that out. So proud papa out there.
Oh my god! Excuse me?
Well, it is Mark MauLer's daughter. So
I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
It got dark quick and I kind of like it.
So go check it out if you like.
Be More Gus.
Be More Gus.
Maybe this was made by a woman. I don't know. That looks like a good sandwich, though.
That's not like a good sandwich. Those cookies.
I could use a sandwich right now.
I'm hungry.
Woman.
Are you gonna try and find a woman with 5 daughters? At least one will love you.
One's enough. One is enough.
Oh my god.
Sounds like an exhausted father waiting to happen.
Yeah.
These are really cute, though.
Adorable.
Check it out.
Go support it. Hail Mark MauLer.
Yeah.
Mikey Gusler for 50. I was thinking maybe it's time for the Real BBC to have a 4th host. The person I have in mind is Jay Longbone. She is funny, intelligent, and charming. I already asked her on a live stream. Thanks for asking for us, Mikey. We appreciate it. If she would be up to do it. She said, if you guys ask, she'll accept. All right. Thanks. Thanks.
Jay Longbone's awesome. Bro.
We love Jay Longbone.
Yeah.
Thanks for going out and recruiting. A 4th host? What, to get interrupted by Az? I'm not really sure why that's necessary.
That's going to beat you up for that.
We do have X-Ray Girl
we're
here.
Still doing that, are we? Okay, we're still doing that.
We're still doing that.
Every other week.
Roland the Wretched, 2 parts for $40. Hail, Roland. Az. Only read. Az.
Red.
Only read. It's red?
Yeah, red.
As only read 3 words. Thank you. Of my only read 3 words of my super chat on Sunday, and obviously I feel some way about it. I didn't even call him a manlet eating Papua New Guinea or a suggested MauLer should be on afternoon tea to help with the British representation. All I said was how I like my tea.
Don't.
Is there some way you're not supposed to like your tea in the UK?
Does he microwave his tea?
It's microwave.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Stop it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like,
I'm American and
you're
I would say
offending
no.
2 of us
That is
now.
worse than putting it in a really strong bag and sitting on it to get
Okay.
it warm.
For one, I don't drink tea. The only time you're supposed to drink tea is if you're like sick. Okay.
No.
Yes.
Sick or British?
Sick or
No.
British. Yes.
No.
Sick or
Gay
British.
Drink tea at every meal. It helps with digestion. And has
I don't need
antioxidants.
help. Antioxidants. Does it have electrolytes? Sorry.
We
Some
can put
oxidants
some
are
in.
good for you.
Come
okay?
on.
A little-
Referencing a movie. Yeah. Does it?
It's an Asian specialty.
Look at Gary. Part 2 is look at Gary. I hit him with both barrels reloaded. Hit him again on FNQ, and he took it like a man. If I show up Sunday, I expect my super chat to be read in full. I am paying for it. MauLer, maybe you, Drinker, and Disbrew could show up on Sunday to help Az out.
Help him out
with British representation.
I mean, sometimes I feel like he can do a good impression.
He does a pretty good impression.
Yeah. MauLer is there. He's literally over Az's left shoulder right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
See him.
Right there. Joey Bag of Donuts has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Thank you. Josh Kelsey has come in, dropped $19.99, and then walks away because that's what Josh does. Hail Josh Kelsey. Mr. Roden 71 for $27.99. That's Canadian. I know what Frank Gore said about. I know what Frank Gore said about on manliness, X-Ray Girl, and Plushies last week about on manual. What he said about on manliness, is that what it's supposed to say?
I know what
and
Frank Gore
Plushies
said.
last week, but if I have most of the fellowships, including all 4 BBC plushies, I just need one more. Mrs. Nerdrotic and Galadriel holding headless troll doll. That's
we
a good.
Garrett and Chrissy too. We'll get there.
Do we have pregnant Chrissy or regular Chrissy?
That's up to her.
Or maybe Chrissy with like a little
holding a baby.
A little baby. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Bean. Yes.
Quarter Black would come with that. You'd have to pay a little extra, but with 75 babies. Jeff Bennington for $20. Not a plushie guy myself, but I bought Peeping Tom and X-Ray Girl to support my favorite superhero since DC died. Would totally buy a large hardcover coffee table sized book with the covers, art, and stories of Peeping Tom. There's enough out there. There's certainly enough out there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a different X-Ray Girl meme 5 times a day at this point. So, or cover, not meme.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. I don't know. It's a mystery. Another mystery.
No idea.
Dr. Quagsire. So speaking of current day, the remake of Paper Mario has a character, Vivian. For years, trans people latched onto the Shadow character because Nintendo thought an effeminate-looking character was too much for the US. I don't want to be deterred by this because Mario's RPGs is a good series, but I don't know if that will happen if the game does well with the dialogue changed. I don't know either.
I haven't played it.
There's a trans character in Mario? What?
Is there?
First I've heard of it.
First I've heard of it. Ministry of Wrong Thing for $19.99. They blame the midnight release numbers on the weather at midnight. That's true. For Doctor Who.
It was a really nice midnight.
It
People
was.
were out, okay?
Yeah.
The absolute state of Stephen Muppet and Russell Space Babies. Thank you for the $19.99. Yeah. The good weather in the middle of the night. They're going to release it in the middle of the night where Russell T. Davies said the family could still get around and watch Doctor Who at midnight. Yeah.
Very normal.
That's when families are up.
In all fairness, I will say this. Russell T. Davies did criticize the midnight release quite a bit.
Yep.
Good. Well, I mean, who cares, right? At this point.
Exactly. Who cares? Because nobody gave a fuck because nobody watched it.
I don't think it would have made a difference. It didn't make the difference when the specials came out, really. What made a difference?
Judging by the overnights and the consolidated now, I don't think it would have made fuck all difference. I don't think anyone gave a shit.
Dude, David Tennant and Catherine Tate were back, and those ratings weren't spectacular, which they should have been. So we knew this was going to happen.
Because I won't get you money.
You can beep. Wait, do I have a beep?
No. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say C word. I'm going to say because we had the most stupid after the end of the first episode, the most stupid fucking ending where a guy in a fucking dress was telling the doctor what it's like to be a fucking woman.
I'm falling down on my ass.
Well, as a male presenting Time Lord, he wouldn't know what it's like to give up power.
Oh, Oh.
You know
I
what
told
else is
you, man.
male presenting? Your penis.
I feel like almost everyone didn't like that ending though. Like it fucked up on like every regard.
Yes. Hey, Rose is coming back.
What?
Yeah,
What, Billy
Rose.
Piper Rose or
In
No.
season
Rose?
4?
Which Rose?
No.
Rose with a penis or Rose without a
Oh
penis?
God! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Mr. Rose. Mr.
Oh.
Rose is coming back.
Rose with a penis is coming back. Gotcha.
Yes. And I guess next week is like the Bridgerton episode.
Oh, good luck. Have fun.
Dude, I saw the trailer for. I know nothing about Bridgerton, but I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, what the fuck is this fucking show?
Bridgerton's is what if Victorian England actually had black people in it?
It's such a crazy show.
Gary, you escaped my question. Of
What was your question? Sorry.
The thing of the tier list, the weight classes, who do you want to see in the list? I got like 3 out of you.
Oh, I thought you were asking the chat. You're asking me?
Well, I got loads from the chat. I want more from you.
You want more from me? I said Gandalf,
you're like-
right? So
Yeah.
Gandalf.
Obviously, Gandalf is in the fucking list.
All right. Why, are you trying to think of stuff? Oh, you actually put Colt Seavers on it. I was kind of joking, but
Oh, I'm not saying everything you suggest will go in.
I'd have to think about that. Let me see.
You're in a room surrounded by options.
Okay.
What about
Peter
what about
Parker?
which-
Wait. No, Peter Parker,
dead.
Green
He's dead.
Goblin, Smith,
He's not in.
Translucent
He's
Venom, Black Cat, Morbius, Batgirl, Scarecrow.
Wait, you have a Morbius?
Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, Doctor.
Yes, I have a Morbius action figure from the Spider-Man. And I'm just pointing at action figures.
Oh,
Juggernaut,
right. I thought you...
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
Goku?
I don't have a Goku figure. I have Zorro. Not Zorro.
Zorro.
Well, both Zorros. Zorro from One Piece and Zorro, the real Zorro. So Zorro should be there. Pick a Clint Eastwood. The Man with No Name. Man with No Name should be there. Let's go. I'm looking at the Moon Knight. Q.
Q is actually in there. Yeah.
Oh, Q would be a oh wow.
Mini Me. I've got Mini Me right there.
Austin Powers is in, but I don't
V
think
from V from Dead of Galactus.
they're both in. Remember, there is a limit of 198, which sounds like a lot, but when you actually start adding, you're like, oh
You
shit.
told
bro.
me to start
Ooh.
making suggestions. So
Chun-Li? Chun-Li? Do you have Chun-Li?
I'm just pointing to action figures I'm looking at randomly on my wall. So
Rodimus Prime, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that's right.
Ice-T. I've got a picture of. Somebody sent me a picture of Ice-T that says, "I got news for you."
Oh, yes,
and
yeah,
signed for it.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Geralt of Rivia?
Ooh.
I think he's in, yeah, Geralt.
Mhm.
It's on my shirt.
We got Cloud Strafing.
Arthur Dent.
I don't think. either of
Zaphod
those-
Beeblebrox. Zaphod
Joker?
Beeblebrox.
You say Joker?
The Monarch.
Yeah,
the
he-
Monarch from Venture Brothers and Brock. You definitely got to have Brock from Venture Brothers. You cannot not have Brock.
I haven't seen Venture Brothers.
Jimi Hendrix, because I have Amigo Jimi Hendrix. Dr. Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend. Yeah.
Dr. Girlfriend has got to be on there.
Marvel's Katie.
Marvel's Katie.
Oh, she's not in there. Damn. I'll change that maybe.
How dare you?
Cara Dune. Cara Dune. We'll
Oh,
put a Star
yeah.
Wars character in there. We'll put Gina Carano in there. Buffy. You
I've
got
got-
Buffy
well-
in there, right?
Yeah, Buffy's in there.
Ken the Eagle. Ken the Eagle.
Lilu.
Yes.
Oh, Lilu's-
that'd
yeah,
be a
that's
good
weird.
one.
All I'm realizing is that people are going to be disappointed with who doesn't end up in the list.
Mm.
Well, that's the way it goes.
What about the hyper powerful people of all fiction? We've got Dr. Manhattan, Galactus, Freddy Krueger, Cthulhu.
Q, obviously.
Q is in there as well. What
Oh,
the
God.
heavy
Freddy
hitters?
Krueger would be.
Obviously,
Ooh.
Superman is in there.
Mhm.
Homelander?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
Super duper. Ghost Rider.
Dark Side?
Darkseid's in there.
Ghost Rider's pretty fucking powerful. Yeah, Dark Side, Apocalypse.
I was
What about
thinking
Mario?
he's in.
Oh, okay.
I think he's in middleweight.
The Anti-Monitor.
Oh, I remember that fuck. I only know him from the
Annihilus.
CW show.
I'll have to send you a copy of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Morgoth.
Oh, we got. This is the thing. It's like I've got Sauron. I figured, try not to spam any particular. One of the, like I've got Vader in there, and it's like at that point I don't need any other.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Then again, Palpatine.
Ooh.
Stay Puft
Do you
Marshmallow
have
Man, yeah.
Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat?
I think he's in there, and Scorpion.
Okay.
Vampirella.
Okay.
Rambo. Judge Dredd. The Crow. Wait. Flash Gordon. Mad Max. I'm just pointing the shit now in my room.
Axel Foley.
Axel Foley.
Oh, I'll put him in the maybes. I'll have to figure it out because I got to look at the list and eliminate any
Mewtwo?
doublers. Mewtwo is actually on the list. So
dang!
Light. What's it? Light.
Yagami?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in.
Ooh.
Jack Burton.
Oh, wow.
Jack Burton.
Yes.
Oh, one of the Powerpuff Girls? Or the
They,
set of them?
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Dexter from Dexter's Lab is not in. Timmy Turner is not in.
Samurai Jack?
I don't think he is either.
Okay.
Try to literally go back into my brain of
That's the thing.
Bane? Got Bane in there.
Oh, Bane is not in there, but that's the thing. The comic book villains and heroes are like, dominating the space.
Yeah.
What about from Bleach, Ichigo Kurosaki? He has
If I knew what that was, I might put it in.
Okay, never mind. Oh God.
Yeah, because we've got like Jack Bauer, John McClane, Sam Fisher, like a lot of guys with guns, but I'm happy to have a couple of them because they all have different skill sets. And they're all from different things like games, TV shows, movies, and stuff, so it's kind of cool.
Spike Spiegel?
I'm afraid not.
Faye Valentine?
No, but I could understand why you'd want her in there. But yeah, any like major big hitters you think I've missed that should be in there?
The Emperor.
What One Piece characters? What One Piece characters do you have?
Luffy.
What about Mihawk?
No, because I don't know how many of them I can fit. The thing is, the list is already full, so I'm gonna have to figure out which ones people have got to go to get people in. You know what I mean? At this point.
Okay. Well, hopefully we didn't make it too difficult.
No, I mean, it's good to because I got to try and I'm gonna when we introduce this, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna be disappointed with my choices inevitably, but the list is skewed slightly toward my familiarities that I could actually make sense of the list. Oh, you know who else is like a big heavy hitter I've got in there is the Mummy, specifically the Brendan Fraser The Mummy.
That's a good one. Have you ever watched the originals or the Vampire Diaries?
I've seen.
I have.
Because I was going to say Klaus Michelson. He's like a hybrid of a wolf and a vampire. But if you haven't, then
you and Melissa can talk about the Vampire Diaries. I have seen most of them. Okay.
You talking about like the Hammer Films?
I've got no explanation. I watched them in San Francisco too. Hammer Films are awesome. How about just Universal horror, like the OG?
Oh, we've got like Werewolf, Dracula,
a
couple of others like they're in there as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't gonna like the way I've split the weight classes, but it's as fair as I could get it. Like 3 tiers.
Awesome.
Like there's people in like the highest tier. Like it's like Galactus versus fucking I don't know.
Hopefully, I have internet where I go so I can listen to this.
I figured it'll be a fun thing.
You could be on Discord even on your phone if you have.
If I have if I have connection, not
that's
internet,
true.
but phone connection, because I'll be in the middle of nowhere for some of this. But yeah, I'm going on vacation. So I'll probably be on Friday Night Tights. I was going to actually take this Friday off, but not now.
Calling out to you.
These super chats like
not after that episode.
Wait, sorry, I missed that. What just happened?
Oh shit! Yeah, you meant
no. It's fine. It's fine. It was fine.
Sure. God, it was fucking terrible.
Never attack the chat.
Yeah. Danica called the chat incels. It's like, fucking Ryan's like, don't And I went,
oh, that's a rookie move.
total rookie move. And I said, do not take on the chat. You will fucking lose. And well, that's how it played out. Life's full of choices and lessons, isn't it? Right, chat?
Life's just a game.
Dee. So yeah,
Nosferatu, that's an interesting.
Nosferatu was, but yeah, that's a good one though.
Because like as a super chat, it's like I'm going to kill you if Optimus Prime and Megatron aren't in there. And it's like, is it not redundant to have both of them as opposed to one?
Ooh, the genie from Aladdin.
Optimus Prime.
How many slots do you have?
198 total, split into 3 weight classes.
Okay.
Magical.
I mean,
normal,
you're like,
human.
dude, people are gonna go, where the fuck is this person? That's just the way it's gonna be.
Well, yeah, hence why I wanted to get your opinion.
Most of your chat will be the missing characters. Okay, just so you know. But it'll still be fun. And then maybe you could do another one of all the missing characters. You could do a missing round later on.
Unicron would be a pretty big hit. Planet Eater, Unicron.
Oh, versus Ego, the living planet.
Unicron. I'll consider it because some people suggested Bible Man. I was like, what are his powers again? I forget.
The Bible.
He has the Bible as his power.
Scripture.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Scripture is his power.
I don't know, word of God, kind of.
Yeah. Word of God's pretty powerful stuff.
I have to consider Man Bear Pig as well.
Oh.
Yep.
You should do man versus bear. See who would win.
Yeah, woman in a forest with a bear.
Well, just for the record, some people have asked them. Ray and Captain Marvel will not be in the list because we want to make this fair somewhat, right? They'll just dominate.
They would just win.
Yeah,
no point if we
yeah.
say that.
They'll be the 2 finalists,
right? Bungles Twanger for $20 says, now that Disney owns Doctor Who, well, they don't own it, but they control this show. Maybe they'll make an American version as good as the American Red Dwarf. Oof. But even better because it'll include the message.
Hey.
I can actually echo that if I remember what button to push.
The message.
You did it. Yeah.
The message.
The message.
That sounded like an announcement.
I know.
Get ready for the message.
Whoever is leaving their turn
the message is waiting for you at the checkout. The message is waiting for you at the checkout.
Yeah, it's missing some of that bass, right?
I fucking hate those in supermarkets when they literally just sound like it's all fun.
I know, right?
Yeah. Does anybody who owns the car registration
The message in aisle 5. The message. It's in aisle 5.
Yeah.
We got a spillage of the message on aisle 5. Spillage of the message on aisle 5, please. Thank you.
The joke I forgot to do last week is I was going to have my Sauron helmet here. I'm doing an impression of Galadriel right now. Hey, Halbrand, you left behind your helmet.
I'm totally not Sauron. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Demon.
Yeah, he sounded like the next Disney female protagonist.
I did.
Hi, I'm Sleeping Beauty. Give me a kiss.
Hi, Ray. I know we got Rose from Doctor Who on the show. Hi, Ray.
Thank you.
What's with the potatoes?
Being a woman is amazing.
I love the laugh.
It's like Barry White.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Nothing yet.
Peter Gorambe. Is that like Harambe? Peter Gorambe.
Yeah,
for 20 Canadian pesos says, how much Schlurpo can a Schlurpo slurp if a Schlurpo could Schlurpo?
Well, they can Schlippo.
Yeah.
And so we know, objectively we know. We've seen it in several Schlippo media.
Oh, X-Ray, go find the latest 1-800-DANKY. There's a new one.
Yeah, I actually already have it queued because I had a feeling it was about the bike riding, right?
Yes. It concerns your husband. So
This is why I wanted it. Anyways. Oh, God dang it. I forgot. It doesn't auto share. So annoying.
that's a really good picture of me, by the way. It's very accurate.
It's very accurate. Yep.
Yeah, so's mine.
Looks like you've got Theoden's decapitated head back there.
Yeah.
Well, I took it out. I got to put it back in. So that's Az's face. That's Az's face.
Oh.
Yeah. I was looking at your helmet earlier. It didn't have it. So, all right. Ready?
I had to dust. Ready.
That's
Man,
what she
it's
said.
like, it's like riding a bicycle. This streaming thing,
It's like riding a bicycle. You always fall off.
when you're marked the cyborg. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, gosh.
1-800-DANKY. Give him a sub.
Thank you.
That was actually my.
Handsome with each episode.
Do you? You do. And that was like my tamest. Mark only has one leg joke.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I won't stop.
Oh, I know.
Samuel Ayrton for 1999. Something else that seems intentional is the glorification of single motherhood. You think?
Yep.
The most demonization of plus the demonization of men. I have a theory before I even finish this super chat. The theory is there's so many. I think that's a commonality with a lot of actors. I'm just going to go out there and say it. I think that's a commonality with a lot of adult pretenders. If a man is present, he is a goof or a stepdad. I mean, watch every commercial here in the United States, by the way. They mix gender roles, the new King Kong plus Godzilla and Ghostbusters. Yes. Or the woman king. King Valkyrie.
Oh.
Yes.
That wonderful character.
No, Hollywood hates dads. Hates traditional families, hates dads. That's pretty fucking clear. I think a lot of that stems, and it's not new. This predates like quote unquote woke era. For great example, the Man in Black kills his daughter in Westworld season 2 on Father's Day. That show aired on Father's Day. Tyrion kills Tywin on the toilet. That episode aired on Father's Day. Think that was an accident? 2 HBO shows doing that? No. Now, I like Tyrion killing Tywin on the toilet. I thought that was pretty apropos for Tywin. It's better in the books than it is in the show, right, MauLer?
Don't get me fucking started.
I won't get you started. You know what's funny though? So they have a cardboard stand-up of Tyrion holding the crossbow, and I have it like right across from my toilet in my bathroom. Oh my God, how am I supposed to say this name?
I didn't have that money to buy that, so I just hired Peter Dinklage instead.
Oh my God.
So every time you go, that's why you had to get a new bathroom.
Yeah, he's just stood in the corner with a crossbow pointing at me whenever shit.
Galtiero Barria?
Yeah, I think
for
so. Yeah.
50 British pounds proper money. Love your work, guys. Do you ever see this happening? Another adaptation of Spawn, like a film? Yeah, I do. Todd McFarlane's been trying to get like a low budget horror version out, which I hope he never comes, like a $10 million budget. And Spawn's supposed to barely be in it, but I would love to see a Spawn movie. But I don't think Todd McFarlane would just gift it to some studio. That's not the way he operates.
No.
So I would love to see the movie though. I think he could crowdfund a movie. I think you don't need.
He could probably fund it himself anyway.
Yeah, you don't need I think you could do a good Spawn movie for $50 million easily. Not $300 million, not $200 million. Look at Godzilla -1. Less than that. $20 million. Opening day, I went to that Spawn movie. And I just kind of walked out of it going, well, what'd you expect? It was a new character. What was that, 97?
Maybe slightly earlier than 97.
Feels
Killer,
like it was just yesterday.
killer fucking soundtrack to that movie. Fucking love the soundtrack to that movie. And not the score, but the
97.
soundtrack.
You're right. Yeah, 97. Yeah.
Yeah. Aruki Fire for $20 says, BBC crew, what's your top 3 comedy shows? Mine are Venture Brothers, Psych, and Archer.
Ooh. Red Dwarf, The Office, The British Office, and it's so tough because there's so many good ones. I would probably say Faulty Towers.
Ooh. Venture Brothers, it's between Faulty Towers and Monty Python.
Yeah, it was for me.
For sure. And
what was the question? Sorry?
Married with Children. Early
Top
Married
3
with
comedy
Children.
shows.
Oh, top comedy shows. Yeah, I'm gonna have similar answers, mainly because I'm British, but also Blackadder is getting tossed.
Oh,
in there.
yeah. Actually, switch out Faulty Towers and go Blackadder. Yeah.
I'll keep Faulty Towers then.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Also, my third, if there was space, would be Classic Simpsons, probably.
Futurama.
Futurama's pretty good, but Simpsons,
Venture Brothers.
Those earlier seasons, just saying.
They were good.
If you guys ever
They
watch
were
Venture
really
Brothers, you will be dying laughing. It is hilarious. Emilio has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jordan Ward for $9.99 says, lads, never let me super chat when I'm at home in Jersey. Currently, never lets me super chat when I'm at home in Jersey. Currently in Morocco. Gary, who is your favorite Harry Potter character? Favorite? Snape. After that, probably Sirius Black. As MauLer, have either of you visited Jersey before? New Jersey? No, they haven't. I can answer that.
Why would we go there?
For one, why in the fuck would you go there? That would be the last place I recommend in this country to go visit.
On Earth.
Wow.
Wait, is there a Jersey in the UK though? Because this is in British pounds, so I don't know.
There is a Jersey. Yeah, it's an island. Yeah,
It's an island. Have you been to the island of Jersey?
I have not.
It's probably better than New Jersey.
I do have a friend who lives there.
Okay.
I haven't been there, no.
There you go. See, I answered it right anyway. I've never been there either.
There's Jersey and Guernsey.
I've been to New Jersey. Thankfully, I left very quick. So, home to your beloved Henry Cavill. Cheers. So he's from the island of Jersey.
Oh, there you go.
I had no idea.
Is he? Is Henry Cavill your beloved?
I don't want to.
Well, why not?
Ask no questions, hear no lies.
Blabs the Tower Tard for $2 says, Gary, you're my favorite hard ard. I am re-arded for sure. Shadow Saiyan 737 for $19.99.
I don't know if that's a real word, but it's mubschli, maybe.
Mubschli.
Hello?
Top 5 One Piece characters.
Oh,
Duh.
sorry.
Live action, of course.
I'm sorry, MauLer. I'm so sorry.
Zorro for sure. I think he was my number 1. I'm just trying to remember now. It was like 10 years ago that show came out. It was crazy time ago.
It's in production again next month.
Luffy would probably be number 2. I'm trying to remember everybody. Oh, obviously the cook, Sanji is his name, right?
Good story on him. Yeah.
Zeph.
I was pretty impressed with you mentioned him earlier, Gary, the guy with the
Mihawk?
he was in it for he was in it for like 5 seconds, but he was pretty awesome. And then
The one with the big sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably the general guy, the admiral / I forget his. I knew all these names better, but I haven't seen the show in a while now.
Why am I blanking on his name? Help me, chat.
Yeah, chat will know I'm talking about. The person who asked this will know I'm talking about as well. But that'd be my top 5 probably.
All right.
Any second now, someone will say it.
Bob.
No.
I gave my best shot.
Luffy's granddad.
Yeah.
Garp.
Garp. That's
Garp. Yeah, Garp would he be in there for me, and Zeph. Zeph was fucking great. The main chef.
Oh yeah, he's pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, and their whole sit down and talk was fucking good. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Like that show a lot. Arg, another name for 1999. Have any of you watched Freyrin yet? Freyrin? I can't even say it. How am I supposed to watch something I can't say? Some of the tightest writing I've seen in years, along with some of the strongest character work in anime. I'll have to check it. Where is it? Where can we see it?
I don't know.
Netflix? I mean,
I'm sure it's findable in several.
Well, I mean, yeah. Beyond Journey's End. Where is it? All right. It's a series from last year. I'll have to check it out. I screwed up there. Okay. Did you open the diorama story? It is still downstairs. We got the diorama. Mad Dogs 375. We have been very busy preparing for my son's graduation. I will let you know via email today. Delta, and thank you for sending it. I was afraid to open because, like, you know how much shit I've broken, like especially from Hot Toys, opening it up. You know, trying to take off that plastic, the plastic that's around fucking hands and shit.
Oh
God. Gauntlets usually pay the price. Delta Centauri on the Streamlabs side for $5. Hey, MauLer, I just finished the episode where you had Patrician TV on and covered Never Knows Best. At the ending, still took me by surprise the second listen. Glad to see Patrician still around, and I suggest everyone give the 12-hour episode a listen. 12
Oh, fuck yeah. That was a tough one. It was the guests we had a video made about them from someone else. It was like this whole thing to explain. But the big thing that happens at the end, which was a huge fucking twist that was hilarious, was the guy we were covering has this story in one of his videos that he explains where he saw Skyrim or Oblivion, I think it was, as his girlfriend. And he went on to explain that she left him for another person. I can't even explain this to you. You have to go and see it.
What?
Like, we lost our shit fucking listening to it. He, like, very heart in hand sort of thing explains that he had a deep emotional connection to the game, and that when it, like, moved on, like when he moved on in life, he felt it had cheated on him or something. It was insane. And when the jokes just became he got cucked by a video game, it doesn't even, I can't even capture it. You have to go and see it in its original. I can't remember. Let me find out what episode number it was, because that shit was insane. I don't even know how to explain. Like, I was there for it, and I've pretty much just lost any connection to it in memory. It was episode 270. And I'm pretty sure all the comments would be about that ending. It was an 11-hour-and-a-half stream, and no one was paid for that ending.
Nicholas Reiser. It says Kreiser, but it's supposed to sound like Reiser, so I said it right the first time. That'll never happen again. For $10, says McDonald's was supplied with a year of burger on that day. Okay. Forgot what we were referencing. And then they charged you. Then they came up with a $25 value meal.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Wait, what?
Dude, fast food prices have damn near doubled here in the States.
You might as well go to a restaurant at that rate.
Just make your own fucking food.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Is the Headless Horseman a ghost? What is he?
I thought so.
Yes.
Yes.
Should he be in the list? I feel like he might need to be.
Is he a ghost or is he a zombie?
I'm not actually
No,
sure.
I think it's the ghost. He's kind of materializes.
It's like a spirit that's revenge related, right? I think. I need some ghost representation.
Ghost representation.
Dead man.
It's like I can't have. I was gonna have Slimer, but I was like, well, he's not very aggressive. And then Casper.
Gay.
Yeah. So
Too nice of a ghost.
Because I could have the Ring Girl, but then you have to watch her tape, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah. You defeat her by upgrading to Blu-ray. Duval Commander for $5. Water cooler debate at work. Who would win in a fight, the Punisher or Judge Dredd? Ooh. Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd's got access to various ammos very quickly.
What's the scenario? The standard loadout and they're dropped in a room sort of thing?
That it really does depend.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'll explain this again when we get to the episode, but the way we're doing it for this is there will be 3 rounds for each fight. First round is, for anyone unfamiliar, Final Destination is the map. It's a Super Smash Brothers one. It's basically in space, one platform. It's like the simplest way of making it neutral. And they're both stripped of all resources. So you can't say, for example, Sauron wouldn't get the ring. Thanos wouldn't have his gauntlet or anything. It would have to be like base stats. Then round 2 is standard loadout in the woods. But it's like a fucking, it's like an alternate dimension where it's only woods infinitely. And then the third one is they're both dropped on opposite sides of planet Earth at their maximum power for their particular fiction. So it gives people a chance who otherwise would never have a chance in some scenarios, and it's the collective points of the battles gets them the win, which I think is kind of fair compared to, because like you just said with take for example Batman versus fucking Superman. If they both just dropped resourceless in a room, it's like, well, yeah, Superman wins.
Superman's just going to nail them, yeah.
But if they spawn on either end of Earth, and they get time to do whatever they want, it's like it could very well be Batman in that case.
No, it depends where Batman would spawn, because Batman's strength there is his back cave to prepare.
Well, so he's got to get to his cave then, right?
Yeah. But he does carry kryptonite on his utility belt.
Well, in that case, yeah, that's going to be a somewhat advantage. I mean, the thing about it is, I don't want to get us started, but this will be fun. It's like Superman will be aware of that somewhat, right? Batman being dangerous to him and try and get him from a distance, maybe. I don't know.
Because Batman would totally lay a trap for him.
Well, I mean, it's if you give Batman time to prepare, he'll fuck anyone up. He'll fuck the whole Justice League up all at once if you give him time to prepare.
What's funny is I showed a friend the list who's not as familiar with a lot of these IPs, and they were like, "Why is Batman in heavyweight?" And I was like, "He belongs in heavyweight."
Oh gosh. Okay.
That's the reason why he is a heavyweight as well, because most people think he's just a man. It's been so many times. He's just a man.
Well, yeah, someone just said it's going to be a train wreck, EFAB. Have you met yourselves? You guys are going to argue for 10 to 30 minutes for each matchup. You're doing it right now.
I think it's going to be like 24 hours.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Chat.
That's what's fun.
Yeah, as soon as MauLer pitched this to me, I was like, oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah, and what we'll do, if it gets to be actually half an hour per battle, we'll just put a timer on it, and then everyone votes. And then you can abstain.
Okay. Got it. I got it.
Well, maybe do that from the start. You got,
just 10 minutes of debate and then vote.
Maybe 2
I don't know,
minutes.
depending how many.
Because it's going to be long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Mick the Flower Chick on the Streamlabs side for $5. Gary, I watched your episode 1 review of season 1 of The Boys today. That was a long time ago. I actually got to see that early too. That was back in the San Francisco days. I got to see a screening of that. And damn how times have changed. Telling people they should sub to Prime because The Boys is great. I love that first episode. I like the first season. And then they have the Lord of the Rings show coming out now. If we only knew, hail the Fellowship, please. Hi, Az and MauLer. Yeah, back then I liked, dude, they had Man in the High Castle, The Tick, The Boys was just starting out. Shit was good. My, did it change. My, did it change. GraphWeb for $2. Cancel Disney Plus as. Thanks for the shout out on FNT.
I have.
What are you saying? Thank you.
Thanks. Canceled Disney. Is it cancel? No, it's cancel Disney Plus.
Hashtag cancel Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that in every stream I'm ever in. I think they just say it for everyone.
Yeah.
GraphWeb. Yeah. He's just giving good advice.
Just general
Well,
advice.
dude, there's the only thing worth a fucking shit is older MCU stuff, which you can just buy, and Daredevil, which you can just buy.
Dude, I got to shit. Get out. Babylon B.
Uh-oh.
UN observes moment of silence for the 9/11 hijackers.
Oh my god.
We are getting so close to that. You don't understand how close we're getting to that right now.
Very close. Sold someone that was really glad Doctor Who was canceled after Capaldi. Because I'd hate to see what would happen to it if in this wokeness of today, well, it was already happening to Capaldi, to be fair. Especially if like Disney got a hold of it. Oh crap, RIP Doctor Who. We did joke a lot as about like, oh, well, at least Disney's not in control of Doctor Who. Holy shit.
Could you just imagine if Disney...
Hail all. I was just wondering if you would like to hang out at smoke weed for a while, filling our bellies with diet soda and playing Burnout Revenge on PS2. MauLer will get the reference. Do you get the reference from Noah Sprague Studios for $10?
It's the episode of Smiley Friends. There's the fucking landlord for a character called Alan wants to do that at the beginning of the episode. Then Alan goes on this insane adventure involving pirates and fucking like a Bigfoot and killing all these different things. Then you find out that the landlord set all of that up to get him to play Burnout with him while smoking weed. It's pretty funny. It's like, and Alan refuses, and then he opens up his jacket. He's got a fucking bomb, and he says, "If you don't play Burnout with me, I'm gonna blow up the whole town."
What?
I don't know what the problem is. Burnout's great. It's a fun game.
Yeah, no, they do eventually play Burnout. So you know,
yeah, it's good fun
ending.
game. Yeah,
good ending.
Taker 610 for $2 says the Benny jet suits.
Jet suits.
Wow, that's gonna haunt me for a long time. I
But
think.
Benny and the jet suits.
Yep.
First time super chat. Nice to see you finally live, says Uncle Denny. Uncle Danny. I was gonna say Uncle Denny. Melissa has an Uncle Denny, but it's Uncle Danny. Danny boy. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there. We'll have to get the rest of the square up. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who was lurking out there. I met a couple lurkers. The Brandon Herrera event. Also met Jose Taco.
Jose
Taco. And it was fun at the Brandon Herrera event. That was very close to my house. So I made it very convenient. And yeah, I'm hitting the road, going on a little road trip. My youngest kid graduates high school today. So I'm going to that. Couple 3 hours. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to just unplugging for a little while. Taking some time. We'll see how long that lasts. But hopefully
I feel like you're gonna just be on Twitter more than you normally would. You're like having withdrawals.
you know what? I don't have withdrawals from Twitter anymore. Like I like Elon's Twitter a lot more, but I'm getting kind of bored of it. So it's the stuff, it's funny. Have you ever, like Nature is Amazing. You ever seen that account? Nature is Amazing. And it's got like some animals doing some amazing shit. So there's a bunch of accounts like that. And you want to go to the comments, and you go to the comments, and it's a bunch of accounts like that responding in that account. And that's getting boring. There's a lot of things getting boring about it. So I don't know. I like it. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it's the way it is. But quite frankly, I'd just rather go do something else than be on there all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gets repetitive really quick. What do you got coming up?
Yeah. I've done a couple of videos. Did a video yesterday, did a video today. So there's a couple of videos out back to back on my channel. Thursday, I should be on Drinkers Open Bar. And Saturday, EFAP. Friday, FNT. Tomorrow, ripping the silverback on Eric's channel. So we got lots of things going on.
So busy.
Yeah. Neither of you guys are going to see Furiosa, right?
No, I don't give
Is it even out in your country this week?
I don't know if it's out in their country. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, it's not out in the UK. I
don't know. The dog ate the film.
Yeah.
I'll watch it if fucking several people I trust say that it's good. That's when I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it on vacation. I have no idea if we're gonna talk about it or not. It's not anything that's mandatory for absolutely everybody. But
yeah, X-Ray going, make sure you watch Furiosa. This is where I was like, no.
He went, no. I want to watch Mad Max. So I'll watch
watch
those.
Mad Max. Watch Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
Proper Mad Max. Yeah, we'll see. Some people are loving it. Some people aren't. So we will see. It's really long, 2.5 hours.
Oh,
fucking.
Can we go back to an hour 30, hour 45?
Oh, and Kevin Costner's Horizon is getting destroyed by critics, which could be.
That could be good.
It could be good. But it's first of a 4-part film series that's going to be released in theaters. And he fucked off from Yellowstone to go do this. So if it doesn't do well, the amount of people saying like maybe you should got Taylor Sheridan to write it for you will probably be a lot.
I think Coppola's Megalopolis is getting ravaged as well,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
Oh, well. Have you seen the thing where apparently there's a part of the movie where Adam Driver talks to a person outside of the film and a man needs to walk onto the stage to speak to him? Have you seen this?
No, but
That's
I wouldn't.
apparently a part of the movie. And people are like, well, wait, but what's going to happen? Do all theaters have a man to do that? Or what happens when it's on like a home? Like what's that? And I don't know. It's because I was talking with a friend about it. They're like, that sounds kind of interesting. And I was like, yeah, but like, how did you know?
Wouldn't you just get an usher from the movie theater to go up there and do it? Right?
Yeah, but like I said, well, what about home?
Yeah, what about home? But also,
you get your dog or your cat,
you
or your kid,
script with the movie to read to the TV when it gets to that part.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, he financed it himself. It's a 40-year project, 40-year project in the making. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
What do you got coming up, MauLer?
That EVAB episode. That's where all my efforts are.
Yep.
Focused for a moment, prepping that. But always working, on whatever's coming next. Which right now is that? Acolyte hype. Woo!
Acolyte.
Ugh.
Ugh.
My body gets sad thinking about it. So
It should.
Mm-hmm.
That's natural.
It should. It'll be funny. I'm sure it will. We'll get a lot of yucks out of it, but
It'd probably just be boring crap for the most part.
Well, thankfully, it'll probably be 20 minutes long, so it'll be the longest 20 minutes ever.
Yeah. Does Disney have the thing where you can speed up the episode? I would love to watch it on 2 times.
No,
Dang it.
but Captain Jack does.
Ah. Thank you, Captain Jack.
Yeah. What do you got coming up, X-Ray Girl?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh yeah, they're remaking Pirates without Johnny
Pirates
Depp.
Woman with Margot. Blech.
DOA.
I was actually thinking you speak about Harkness.
Oh, you're thinking Captain Jack Harkness, the other Captain Jack.
I mean, I love that Captain Jack. He's like my favorite Captain Jack.
Feels to me like they keep doing and not doing the Margot Robbie one. Is that definitely happening or what? What's going
I
on?
don't know. There was an article about it.
I heard it was happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
X-Ray Girl, what do you got coming up?
Oh, I'm going to be playing Ghosts of Tsushima later today. And then I'm going to be on Zia's channel for Zia next Tuesday. I'll bring my See You Next Tuesday cup for that. That actually will fit in very well. So, yeah. Thank you, Chris, for that. And that's it.
I wonder if Deadpool and Wolverine will mention the giant celestial in the middle of the ocean.
Oh. I hope so, because
They
they
should.
I hope he
established
does.
that.
It would
Feels
be a good way to
worthwhile.
razz them.
Like have the final battle in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his hand's like 400 miles big. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, it's above the clouds. It's above the clouds.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Is it that tall?
Yes, it
Oh,
should have
dang.
killed half of the planet with the
Yeah.
tsunami.
That's true.
Oh well. It
Oh,
saved,
oh
it's-
well.
It saved lives. So many
I
people.
didn't watch.
Yeah.
So many people
Eternals,
didn't get in their
so-
car and drive. It's so, there you go. All right. I'm on vacation, so I'll see you on Friday Night Tights, and we'll see what happens between now and then. We'll see what happens.
Yay.
But thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week on Az's channel. Ciao, Bella.
Cheers.
Bye.
Is it done? It's done.
I was
minute
going
there.
to say, I don't know.
Is
You're
it
the one
safe?
controlling it.